Oh, hello everyone. Thanks for making it. Thanks for being here early. If you haven't noticed, I flipped the official stream time to 5 p.m. I've put that on everything. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And technically we're early. I figured off to a good start with the new schedule on the new platform. Everyone, thank you for being here. I'm Yumble. I make videos. I build stuff in City Skylines. I want to point out someone's comment. I drive down the road and I shout out what Interchange is coming up next. Or I'll say, guess what's that to my poor girlfriend, God bless her. I'm like, guess what Interchange is coming up? She's like, is it a spooey or a parklow? And I'm like, it's a spooey. She always knows it's one or the other because I don't shout it out if it's something boring. But everyone, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I've got some special ideas that I'd like to get out today, if you'll indulge me. Lucimo, thanks for being here. Everett, thanks for being here. ICS, welcome back. Chris Sharple's in the house. Lolman, Bong Squad, Bernardo, Mohammed, Robust Gaming, thanks for being here. Vicky, thank you for coming from the Discord. Appreciate it. Tilly, thank you for being here. Everyone, feel free to say hi if you want. I'll read as many names as I can. Crazy Sonoran, welcome in. Daniel, thank you for being here. Mod in the house. Modding it up. And Patrick, yep, it was your comment where you said that you shout out interchanges excitedly. I didn't used to be this way. I really, really didn't. City Skylines kind of changed my life, and I got people asking me if I'm a city planner. It's like, no, I just now like learning about city planning and traffic and City Skylines at the end of the day. Let's see. Christopher, welcome in. Let's get ready to Yumble. Manasa, thanks for being here. Photogenic Ewok in the house, working from home. Congrats, congrats. You can have the stream on, I'll allow it. That's okay. Not early for Europe. Early is relative, so early for 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m., which right now we still haven't even hit yet. 22:45, yeah, like I said, early is relative. It's okay. In real life, Magic Punk, thanks for being here. Robust, you're about to sleep, that's okay. Live your life. Do what you got to do. Cloverleaf interchanges nearly always look sloppy. It depends. I mean, in the defense of reality, in defense of people who actually have to build the stuff that I just pretend to build, they're not faced with like a flat surface, and they're also not faced with a 90-degree crossing all the time. So I'm just lucky that I can make those conditions happen every time. Just blessed, you know? Blessed that it's only a game. First stream where you're still awake. Oh, Vicky, I'm sorry. There will be earlier days, too. Nerdy Side, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Max, thank you for joining YUMBLive. There we go. Max, welcome in. Enjoy the emotes. Party on. Thank you for the support. You once explained the ins and outs of lane math to your friend while stuck in traffic. Yeah. Not everyone cares. Here's the weird thing. I once had someone, presumably an actual traffic engineer, who, I forget what they said their title was, but they're like, I actually timed traffic lights and you're doing it all wrong. And it's like, but it was really mean. It was like a really mean response to like a traffic light tutorial, just showing how to use Traffic Manager, which many of us know, but it's still useful to brush up on. And he was adamant that that what I was doing was so terrible. And it's like, please enlighten us. Like, I can't think of many communities that really care about what you do specifically. A lot of people would know if you didn't do your job right, but this community actually wants to know how you do it. So like, if you have some feedback, please let me know. Please tell me. I'm all ears. The Discord coming in clutch. Yeah, Jesse, I'm glad. Thanks for coming over. Welcome in. Jug Handle solved traffic. Joy, thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Max, thanks again. I appreciate it. Robust, last stream you watched the recording. The stream is really nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to be on YouTube right now. The stream quality has gone up, oddly enough. Like, YouTube just allows for a higher bit rate. So literally there's more information on the screen. Not a higher resolution per se, but definitely less compressed, less noisy. Really appreciate it, Max. Nuclear outlet. Yeah, your city has these cursed trumpets converted to a 4-way service interchange. So here's the scoop. Let me let you in on a little non-secret real quick. So here is my workshop situation. Here's what I got. I've got a lot of 4-way service, interchange, system interchange, also 4 directions, 4-direction service interchange, 4-direction system, interchange system. So if I haven't said it enough on the channel, many of you know this, but some of you may not, a service interchange is for getting cars on and off the highway. I've heard all kinds of funny language about this, and I had a sense of it. Before I knew anything about interchanges, I always had a sense of some interchanges are designed for moving traffic to and from the highway as a freeway access point. Like this. This is the Parklow that we did last stream. So this is a freeway access point where your arterial crosses the highway and then gets to connect to the highway in all directions. Forward, backward, left, right, whatever. Like, you can go any direction on this. But it is not for connecting a highway to a highway because there's conflict. So that's a service interchange. A system interchange is for expanding your highway network. An example being something free-flowing, like a clover stack. Something free-flowing, like, can be a cloverleaf. Like, this no-weave cloverleaf would definitely be a system interchange. Impractical, but... Rex, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Astronash. More Yumble per pixel. Nerdy side, appreciate it. I'm glad that makes you happy. A double trumpet is a system interchange. So those are for connecting a highway to another grade-separated highway. Grade-separated meaning not connected, right? Connected by ramps rather than an intersection. Is that all making sense? But I always had a sense that there was a difference. It's like, oh, well, some are for one thing and some are for another thing, but there's literally the designation of system interchange versus service interchange. And I don't have any 3-way interchanges of any kind, is the reality. We have a roundabout in there. We have a bypass roundabout. We have stacks. We have diverging diamonds, intersections, spuies, roundabout Parklow, another service. So what I want to do today is use a trumpet. Oh, and then we have the original designs, the original 2 interchanges from way back in the day. I want to design 2 trumpet interchanges for download. I want to design them for me because I don't want to always build it every time I start a map, and I want to design it for you so you can put it in your cities and all that jazz. I don't know if I'll make a video on it. We'll see. I don't know if it's that crucial, but I want to have a 3-direction service interchange and a 3-direction system interchange. And the only real difference between the two, both will be free-flowing, but on one of them it'll be highway ramps, and the other it'll be an arterial. Does that make sense? You know how the typical city start is you take your, let's see. You take your highway ends. I don't even have a good example here. I mean, just pointing at this, The usual city start, this doesn't help really, but it's just 2 highway ends. What I want, it could be a Trumpet, but I want it to be an arterial type road. I want it to be a 4-lane or a 6-lane singular network that I can actually build off of and connect to like a normal person rather than having a big highway coming in, right? That type of thing. Lucas, thanks for being here. Changing them to drive British style. Tilly, does that work? I've had mixed feedback on that. If interchanges can be flipped to be left-hand traffic. So I don't know. 90% of service interchanges in the UK are just roundabouts. I know. Yeah, I don't tend to do that very much. Though I did do it on not YUMBLive, on the other one. Little River. Little River has here's a great non-picture of it, but it's a roundabout interchange, right? It's a bypass roundabout up there. So I like it. It's just a very low traffic solution. If you can keep traffic down, a roundabout is great. Like a roundabout interchange is great. You're good with trees, not highways. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Joy. That's what I want to kind of supply people is I want to teach people how to make things, but I also want to respect the fact that not everybody wants to do this. Like, I'm willing to go to great lengths to make like a really clean interchange, and some people are like, "That's really cool. Can I just do it?" And it's like, "Yeah, you can just have it. You can. It's yours. It's yours for free, please. Just start on the left side." Oh, Tilly, for converting it to left hand. I understand. Yes. Why am I not live on Twitch anymore? That's a great question. I sense a lot of instability with Twitch. They do a lot of like rapid policy changes. Public opinion sways them really quick. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense for me. I think for people who are just starting out and you want to have Twitch is the best streaming platform if you're just starting out. Let's put it that way. But because at this point I'm kind of established, like most of you know me through YouTube, we're already here. Right? Like, why would I not? This has become my native platform. Does that make sense? So I put my videos here. This is mainly where I interact with people. Why wouldn't I hold stream here as well? So there's 2 layers. There's like there's the layer where like Twitch is kind of, I don't really like what Twitch is doing. And then there's the other side of I have the benefit of already having grown on YouTube. So I wouldn't say that that's true for like all creators. I don't think everyone has to make the switch, and there's plenty of room for Twitch in the world, but you should be wherever most of your audience is, and for me this is clearly it. So I hope that's a good answer without being like salty or anything. Many layers. Yeah, there's just 2. There's just 2 layers really. Swami, welcome back. Thank you for being here. You tried to build the parklo from the tutorial, turned out nice. Thanks for the awesome tutorial. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad to help. So let's load up the game and let's start tinkering. How was everyone's day? I know it's late for some of you. I know it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Do other places in the world use 24-hour time typically? Because I see a lot of people using 24-hour clock. Or is it because you're just being really respectful and knowing that I might not know? I do realize it's always later in Europe than it is here. I do realize we're about 5 hours different. Give or take. Europe is big, Europe is wide, but from the eastern US, it's about 5, 6, 7 hours ahead, right? Robus, I'll catch you next time. Thank you. 24-hour, really? 24-hour here in Norway. That's so smart, honestly. Like, our military does that. A lot of people will just call it military time here. 24-hour would be the more broad term, but I think the less room for error. Like saying, hey, I'll meet you at 6. And you're like, okay, I'll see you at 6. And at 6 a.m. you're up bright and early. You're kind of tired, but you're ready. And they're like, no, I meant 6 p.m. That's never happened to me, but it could, right? I've got the game coming up right now. It'll just be a second. Delicious pumpkin cream soup. Ooh, with your significant other. Nice. That's a lovely fall. At least it's turning into fall here. Some people call it soup season, and I respect that. 24-hour in Norway, 23 o'clock, use 24-hour clock in your country. I think it makes sense. So then, Alcar, welcome over. It's official. Thank you. Alcar was there. Several people were, but Alcar was there at the beginning when I was muddling through my first partial cloverleaf. On Twitch, no less. Is there anything I need to change? There's a let's see. There's one new mod that I got. I don't know if it's enabled or not, but let's find out. Does everything sound okay? Does everything look okay? My cheeks are slightly red because it's kind of hot in here. I'll be honest. But Alcar, thanks for making the jump. Enjoy the emotes. How far you've come? Pff, I guess, yeah. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Shoot. I mean, I've specialized enough that I'm comfortable showing others how how I like to do it, so. Unlock all, unlimited soil, unlimited oil, unlimited money. These should all be off. Okay, we're good. We're good. What I'm thinking of is unlimited outside connections. Revisited, yep, and that is turned on. Very cool. We're good. Editors, asset editor, new asset. I usually do Laviante. There we go. If you hold control while loading the asset editor and the map editor, it'll actually use loading screen mod, where typically it doesn't. So it might save you a bit of time even. Exactly. Welcome back. Yeah. No, people are allowed to come and go. I've never shamed anyone. I'll always welcome people back, but I never like that's not true actually. I have checked up on people and been like, I want to make sure it's not something I said. If it's just like, no, I got stuff to do, it's like, all right, good. But when someone else, like, I would hate to think that someone departed because of something I said or did, and so far that hasn't really been the case, I don't think. I'm pretty relaxed, I'd say. Luis, welcome in. Let's go. Luis, are you my artist? Are you who I think you are? Your symbol is familiar. Everyone has a different name on different platforms. I don't want to call anybody out, but I just want to verify. Quality is great? Good. Yes, okay, I thought so. I thought so. Just making sure. I like how my artist was a good enough description. You love jazz, dude. You're always putting jazz in the thing, in the Discord. What's the one? I still listen to. Oh, I forget. You put in somebody. I downloaded his album. Some like 50s jam. I guess we'll troubleshoot for a second, because this is like yellow. My unholy devotion to Big Wind. Oh no. Icy Wolf, welcome in. That look, yeah, it's all yellow. And it was all yellow. The bitrate's doing wonders. I agree, yeah. I looked back on the last video and I was like, wow. What was it? Coffee Cold, I think was the song. Now I don't remember. Coffee Cold is another good one. All right, we have to fix relight. So I got rid of relight. Oh my god. I underestimated how, like, nasty this could look. So give me 1 second to, I'm just going to throw down a couple highways. And we're going to... The exposure is probably high. Here's my guess. If I reduce the exposure, I think that helps to solve it. Yikes. Not the exposure. I'm surprised this isn't messing with my green screen, actually. Here, let's see. Render it, actually. Render it is probably where I want to be. Lighting, intensity. I don't know the difference between intensity and exposure, really. Shadow strength. Textures, post-processing. So I got rid of relight. Oh. Oh, geez. Is there not a LUT applied? Hold on. If there's just not a LUT on... There's no LUT. Yes! That means that we're probably done troubleshooting. Oh, no. I hate it here. But yeah, that makes sense. There's no LUT turned on. Everything's super crazy bright. This is not something I expected to be doing. Relight 2 average is the one I usually use. Can I do that and reduce the exposure and see what result that has? I don't think so. Let's go back to render it. That one's always crazy. Textures, lighting. I mean, it could be a combination of things. I haven't even been reading. Yeah, so render it kind of replaced the old I'll put this to like 4 because that seems medium, and then I'll turn down the exposure a bit. I can build like this. I just want it to look good too. I don't want it to be gross. Extreme quality. Ambient occlusion. Vanilla bloom. Here we go. Post exposure. These are all post processing. I shouldn't really need to mess with them, I don't think. LUTless? I was LUTless, yeah. Theme mixer will adjust the ambient lighting. Usually want to keep that high, lower the lighting, and render it. Really? Oh, that's great because my shadows were too dark in the past. Everything is such a fine balance in this situation. So what are you thinking? Hold on. Photogenic. Keep that high. Keep it high in theme mixing, in theme mixer. Lower the lighting and render it. Okay. So let's lower the... So we're thinking lower the intensity. I'll go like... Let's do 2.5. And then we'll turn up the exposure. It essentially looks the same to me. But also there's no buildings, which would make things probably different. It should look much higher contrast. Oh, and the grid is probably messing us up too. Here, let's do this. Let's turn this off. Get that out of there. Turn that off. Get rid of the grid. It's super yellow. I can live with it, but like it's very, very yellow. It's not actually supposed to look like this. I did like how realistic's a little weird looking. Keep render it lighting around 1. Really? I feel like it's almost the same slider. I feel like they're almost fighting one another, is the thing. Papa Duff, welcome in. Natural's my favorite so far. I can live with this. I can live with this and I can figure it out later. Yellow grass, just water it. Like, this is okay. It's still quite yellow, but... I mean, I've gotten used to how my game looks. And then I got rid of relight because I had two different mods fighting one another. So keep render it low. Keep render it low. And then turn up the exposure. It could also be the latitude and longitude as well. This isn't so bad, though. I can live with this. I can live with this. I might make the roads slightly darker, just for, like, visibility. As if they're not quite dark already. We'll start building in a second. This is the kind of thing that I want to make a video on, but it's so like touchy that I'm not even comfortable with it. I really don't like messing it up. Oh, you can tint the grass. That's a good idea. Yeah, reduce the green. That's a very good idea. Render it would help there, yeah. What map theme do I use? This is Laviante. Laviante 2.0. What was I going to do? Road options, I think. Or roads color changer. So let's darken these just a little bit. There we go. We're basically back to normal. Like, that's pretty much... Buildings will probably look weird on these settings, but we're not going to have any buildings today. Thanks for your patience with that, everyone. Let's actually get the grid back and make something happen here. Is it... I feel like it's watchable, right? AstroTurf. Yeah, the grass is looking a little weird. But I've been using render it for so... Excuse me. I've been using render it and... Ooh. Render it and relight together for so long, and they've probably been fighting each other. But render it, I found out through Twitter, I think it was Drachma that told me, that the render it has all the same tools as Relight. And Relight is kind of dated at this point, is the thing. It hasn't been updated in a very long time. He's gone. Melissa, welcome in. Rosal in the house. Lol, man, everyone's different is the thing. There are certain creators whose visuals I envy, like the Dexterify. Have you seen Dexterify's? I might even be pronouncing his name wrong, but the way his stuff looks on Instagram, crazy. Looks really, really good. Like very, very, very clean looking. That's all I can say about it. It's extremely clean. WM, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? The most powerful game in the world. Possibly. Quite possibly. So we're starting with what's probably a 6-lane highway in this situation. And I want to make a trumpet for everyone to use. Everyone and myself. Because I don't always want to rebuild a trumpet, right? It's okay. Dexterify's stuff probably looks the same. They build like Fairy Tale Islands, or Fairy Tale Keys is the project, I think. Wissam, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So in my usual style, I do have a usual style if you haven't noticed. everything has a certain thing to it. Do we want 3 units, a 3-unit or a 2-unit loop? This is going to go down to 2 lanes, so let's actually just put this to 2 lanes in the middle section, so we know where we can do stuff. Then we'll have a ramp going along here, probably. Martin, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. This is all just so I know where to go. 3 units? Where, between here and here? I forget the question. I forget what I asked. I know I asked a question. Texas, thanks for being here. The traffic goat. I have my own, you know, I have my own traffic troubles. But I've gotten better. I've gotten better over time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see what this looks like. And let's also flip this to -5 right away so I can see what I'm doing. Or if this is an odd number, we'll go 1 more. This is only 9 units, huh? Yeah, we're going to go 10 units across. Forget what I said about whatever. We're going 10 units across no matter what. 10 units. Huzzah. And we're also going to be coming back the other way. So we're building the Trumpet Interchange, which is free-flowing, but I want to make 2 variants. I want to make a service variant and a system variant, so you can use either anywhere. Natij, welcome in. Gecko, it's your birthday. Congratulations. Happy birthday. I hope it's awesome. I hope you had some good food. Yes, David, is there a way to modify it to make it a free-flowing 4-way? I would replace it, personally. I think you can. I would replace it with something else, honestly. But I don't know. Hello there, my little friend. Hi, Dominic. Am I the little friend? I'm 6'3". I don't know how many centimeters that is. But little is not something I'm used to being called. Modded City Skylines is the most frustrating game in the world. No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. It's slightly frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, it was an OB... Hello, my little friend. Christopher, thank you for subscribing. Welcome in. Well, how big of a curve do we want is the real question. This pillar's not actually going to be here. Or is it? It's going to be slightly somewhere else. It's going to be slightly different, but that's okay. The good kind of frustrating. Yeah, it's a thing, isn't it? It can be therapeutic. Yeah, I love I love when things work out. I love solving a problem more than having a problem, personally. Adrian, 1.9 meters. Got it. Almost 2. I'm working on it. Martin, I'm glad. Yeah, it's definitely supposed to be chill. Lol, man, I mean, it's okay. We don't get to... I didn't do anything to deserve anything. It's not something I picked. I'm just living. I'm just doing what I do. I guess we want maybe six units away? Or wait. 6 units away from there. And then we can do a 6x6 curve, and it should be awesome. So right now I'm kind of deciding how big the loops need to be, or should be. There we go. So all of this can get reduced down to -5. Yikes. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. I'm probably going to use the same template for the other version as well. I'll show you what that means in a minute. But I'm probably going to kind of load... Like, I'm going to save 2 different versions of this. One is this. This is the system variant. And there will also be a service variant. Cool. And then we can remove this node. I'm just trying to get the hill right at this point. I just want to see if we can do the hill a little bit nicer. Because we have to. This is important. I don't want it to be bad. You're welcome, CSL. Yeah, I have mods in the descriptions of all my videos, and I was able to copy and paste that over. And so I guess we'll have a pillar in the middle here. Is what it seems like to me. So let's retain the pillar there. That looks pretty nice, I think. We're just too close here for this to possibly work. Unless that goes away and it's fine, but I can't guarantee that. Let's see what this looks like grounded. That's the trick. Yeah, we're a little too close. Just a little too close. Maybe we'll do 8 units on the other side too? I don't want to make this any bigger than it has to be too. Q, welcome in. How art thou? Huge fanboy in the house. Thanks for being here. Aurelia, welcome in. You live in Michigan. You never heard of the term Michigan left. Yeah. They're out there. It's not like there's a sign that says Michigan left ahead as much as there's a sign that says Cloverleaf ahead or whatever. Like, the type of traffic implement isn't important as long as people follow the laws. Oh no. Can this person be banned? Is that possible? Hide user. There we go. I think I got him. Kaban. Haha. So here's what I'm trying to do. I want to fix that mess there. So that means this has to go a little bit further. But we want to retain that position because that's where the pillars will go. So we'll have a bit of elevated. The distance between here and here is 4 units, so... What's that? 2 units? So 6 units over should be the or maybe 5. Nah, 6 units. Make it an even amount. Very pretty. Very pretty. And then these should be able to go down, no problem. The goal here is to not use bridges all over the place, because it's not necessary. You don't have to. You don't gotta. SWAT. That's okay, Ben. We'll stop them as they show up. Reviewing viewer sent cities. I haven't. I don't know. If somebody wants to take pictures, I'm always like, put them in the Discord, please. As far as opening different files and stuff, it gets really complicated with mods. So everyone has different mods on their setup, and it's a bit complicated at times. That's what I can say for sure. Oh, I guess I'm doing 2-lane road. I didn't really think about the lane math of this. We can figure it out later, though. It's not totally crucial right now. 6 units, 6 units. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. I want to do a 6-unit curve that ends at this, and my math is just wrong. I'm just being wrong. That's all. Just regular wrongness. Lol, man, I'm often confused. Yeah, I think a lot, and it's to avoid confusion. I have to. I really have to sit and think about things for quite a long time before the truth is revealed. So here's where it actually needs to stop. This needs to go 1 more unit over, or 2 more units over. Now, how long does that leave? Let's do that, and we'll get rid of the short nodes. I just don't want to have extra pillars. I don't want to have extra nodes. I don't want to put something out that's messy. I won't have my name on it if it's messy. And we already know that I'm, like, kind of obsessive about things, really. Blake, thanks for hooking somebody up. Thank you. Hopefully the bot kicks in and makes a sound about it. Mod with the dirt. Who got it? Who was it? Bill. There it is. Bill Albuquerque, enjoy your membership. Thank you. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the hat. The home button is returned to ground? It is. Yep. If you hit home, it's returned to ground automatically. It's awesome. Do a city build? Yeah, I agree. Yep. So this isn't really a tutorial. This is more like I'm just hanging out. I like doing this, and stream is a great time to do it, and like the result is always so satisfying, in my opinion. Oh no. If I'm using 2-lane road, hold on. Let's just do 1-lane ramp. Unless 2 is preferred somehow, but I feel like 1 lane is okay. If I change it, this has to get moved because this is too close for 2-lane. There's all kinds of variables. I just have to sketch it out and see what I want it to be when it's all said and done. Yeah, Joy. No, I like this. I don't want to... I never want to stress about something so fun. And that's kind of why I just sort of do whatever I want. So the reality is I have a lot of people asking me to do a lot of things, and there's not a whole lot of consensus on what they want me to do. So I just have to kind of pick what I want at the end of the day and just enjoy it. Just enjoy what it is. Because if I don't enjoy it, then what am I doing, really? Whatever's the most fun. A trombone interchange. Oh, no. Not that. Anything but that. Yeah, this is good. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. I almost want to make it smaller, but it doesn't have to be. I also kind of want to move it to the left a little because we have to get 1 more road around the outside. So let's actually change things up just a little tiny bit. Is move it going to help me here, or is it going to hurt me? Help. Help is the answer. It's going to help me. So we're just going to move this off center. And I'm going to make the second road right next to the first, I think. But yeah, the point is, at the end of the day, I just kind of got to do what I want, and coming to terms with the fact that there's simply no way to please everyone, and like being okay with that is a thing. Because there just isn't. There's just no way to please everyone, just in general. So I'm going to do what I think is fun. French horn interchange, yeah. I've got a better idea. Let's not do this runway. I always do this runway running alongside the road. And similar to what we did with the Parklow, where we eliminated that weird runway, let's do this. I got a better idea. It's gonna look a lot better. It's gonna be great. Lonely Aussie, welcome in. Network multi-tool to do your connections. It's okay. I like measuring it personally. James, welcome in. Let me try to catch up on chat. I'm sorry. Feel free to repeat it if I miss anything. Adrian, I think it has to do, like, whether it turns right or left is mostly to do with the terrain around it. I don't think it really matters, though. Like, all things being equal, I don't think it matters. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. It's going to be a good thing. Got to enjoy it. Maybe we get some polls going over at YUMBLive. Maybe. I don't know. At the end of the day, this is really actually not a democracy. The harsh truth of it all is that it is simply not a democracy. The origin behind Yumble, the name? Yeah, I used to be called Yumbledore. Like a Harry Potter Dumbledore reference. And then I decided that that I didn't really want the baggage of like another brand attached to myself. But yeah, it came from Yumbledore, and it wasn't like a content creator name. It wasn't like I didn't come in with like heavy Harry Potter branding or anything like that. It wasn't that. It was my gamer tag on Steam. So I played Rocket League for a couple years as Yumbledore. So I've got a few friends in California that knew me as Yumbledore before, you know, the City Skylines, before I had ever played City Skylines. Before City Skylines came out, possibly. When was Rocket League big? Probably right around the same time, 2015. I mean, it's big now, but it came out probably around 2015, I think. This is Road Anarchy? Yes. Yes, it is. So what I want to do is have the curve end. I'm just going to pick a spot 6 units away. Let's do this. Grounded here, 6 units away. Flat. Nice. So let's pick this as our starting point. Then we'll just go around and just make it up, like reverse engineer it based on what I want it to be. Cool. Then we'll go up and over. How far is it on this side? 6 units, 10 units, 16 units will be the magic amount then. Cool. I like what I'm seeing. So far, so good. Not a dictator, more of a... What did the... who's seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Dennis, the character, where he says, like... when he's questioning, he says, "Come see the violence inherent in the system." He's like the politically savvy serf. This is a something autocracy. This is that. This is whatever he says. Benevolent dictator? No. This is a, what does he say? Autonomous collective. I thought we were something, maybe it's an autonomous collective. He's like, we elect a something, like his local government is something very specific. And he's like, "I didn't vote for you." "I'm your king. I didn't vote for you." It's brilliant. It's really, really good. That's the kind of movie I can watch once every couple years. I don't need to see it more than once in a few years, but I can certainly watch it once every few years. Now, is this too large? Let's look at the loop that I'm making. Do you think I can bring it down to 5 units on the inside instead? Strange woman lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Exactly, yes. Some watery tot lobs a saber at you and you're... he gets really into it. I'd like to make this smaller as I see it, yeah. Zeno, welcome in. You always build a roundabout or a trumpet, yeah. No, the trumpet is really, really good. It's only 3 directions, though, is the problem. Sorry, Dottie. Yeah, no traffic lights necessary. Glass, welcome in. Thanks for being here. This is the process that I go through alone, so welcome to my process. Glad I don't have to be alone. Welcome to the pain. the pain of discovering something interesting. But it's like, it's just trial and error and going, I don't like it, you know, it could be whatever. I don't want the inner loop to be smaller than 5 units, though, I don't suppose. Here, we'll just do 3-lane highway for this. And this is going to be real simple lane math. This is going to be that quick and dirty lane math that we're all used to, where it just kind of splits. Aw, aw. Is it a bot or a person, I wonder? They're gone now, whoever they are. Guitar playing cat looks stoned. No, the cat is fine. The city of the tumbled, but he spelled it Yumbledore instead. Jar, that's a good that's a good story. Ross, welcome in. No, No, Yumbledore is a Dumbledore reference. It's a Harry Potter reference because I thought it was funny. You're stuck at using custom traffic lights? Have I got videos for you? Crafter, again, yeah, because I'm gonna do it right is the thing. I'm not gonna continue if it's not good. I'm releasing this to the public. The people deserve decent interchanges. Decent enough, at least. Decent enough. So this one's gonna be 5 units now. So we'll curve it. It has to be good. Sorry if that's like super lame, you know. We're gonna have to be patient. We're gonna have to just relax and enjoy the moment. 9 plus 5 is 14. Beautiful. I like where this is going, and I like the size of that loop a little bit better. Looking clean, looking good. Llama, thank you. Watching all the vids for ages. Appreciate the time I take to share my adventures. Grab a coffee equivalent on you. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Llama, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. The notification should pop up in a second. Stream Elements bot is not very quick. Llama, thank you. Thank you very much. If you use channel points on Twitch, whether they'll show up still, they won't, no. H91, it is not going to be unsafe, I promise. It's going to be very, very safe. Everyone will be very, very safe on this interchange. Just not yet. Eventually, it'll be safe. Beautiful. Now these will just loop off in opposite directions, and it's going to be awesome. Just dropped in to say goodnight. Bill, thank you for... I know you're a member now. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Everyone, by the way, I haven't announced this. There's a second membership tier. Because I realized I only have one tier. And it's a special thing. It's the early bird tier, much like the Patreon. So it's $9.99 US for early access. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. This should work. Sorta. It should work. But yeah, it's early access to videos. You get them a day before they come out. You can get them through the Discord. Or possibly another way. I'm not sure. No roads connect equals bugle interchange. Yeah. Yeah, the road got really weird. Oops. Let's see if I can get what I want out of this. So 5 by 5. There we go. 4 by 4. That's what I actually want, is 4 by 4 curve. And we'll have that loop back in. That'll be good. Then, of course, this goes down to 2 lanes. We'll keep it the real quick and dirty lane math. But yeah, just a quick change. And then the other side will be a little bit different. Thank you, YUMBLive. Catch you next time. Do I spend as much time on the line markings as I do making the intersections? No. No, the markings are very, very quick in comparison, I'd say. Relatively fast. Making the intersection is like the time... Like, thinking of the design and thinking of what I want to get out of it and how I want it to look is the main portion of it. And then the markings are, like, very quick, because they're kind of self-explanatory. That's how safe. It's very safe, no roads connect, yep. No conflict. What's my favorite to do? Ooh, Spooey and Parklow. So single point urban interchange and partial cloverleaf. Gotta be. Yeah, I think. Maybe this road starts at the same corner and just kind of sweeps. Let's see what we get out of this. Let's see if this makes sense. Whatever that is. Whatever that position is right there. 45 degrees. Okay, and what is this? 11 units? Ah, I like that. This is good. Okay. Well, I want that to be the ground, but... Here, let's try it again. 11 units down. Same thing here, 11 units down. And eventually this has to turn into normal, regular, old, typical spacing. As in 4-unit spacing, I guess. M, welcome in. Fancy seeing you here. Yes, likewise, likewise. Welcome. You've never seen two motorways interchange at a roundabout? Yeah, a bypass roundabout is pretty popular on freeways in the UK, from what I've heard. Intersection marking tool was the biggest hit to productivity in your life. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, though, isn't it? Gives the measurements? Yeah, it's called if you're asking like what makes that 6 units and the height and all that, it's precision engineering. It is the most popular mod for City Skylines. Like, bar none. Most popular of all time. If you search most popular of all time, that's the one. It's very popular. The people love it. The people love measuring. What if these hit 1 unit out instead? Could I do this? Would it be wrong of me? Here. 11 units, but there. Because ultimately these have to go back to regular spacing is the crazy thing. So bear with. This is going to be a little strange for a second, but I think it's what we need. Because these are too close together. These are not normal highway spacing. I forgot to hit home on this one. So this is freeform road tool, so it should give like a consistent curve the whole way. So we want this to become this type of scenario here. And they need to be 4 units apart. Whoops. And then this one comes off of here at 25 degrees. Can we get that? 25 degrees, yeah. Awesome. It's taking shape. It's taking shape, everyone. The shape is taking. It's doing it. Ah, yikes. Get rid of these. I'm just going to put these at -5. Or maybe just regular. I'm not sure how we're going to handle everything yet. But yeah, I think that's about the shape that we're going to have on both sides. It's going to be kind of a wide split. I mean, Amatopia with the smile. Out of curiosity, why no space? Why not space the bridge out? Because why would you? There's no... It makes for a wider curve unnecessarily. Like, these roads don't need to be 4 units apart. There's no reason on Earth for that to happen, right? Is 4 units a City Skylines thing? I don't know. It's, yeah, all the standard interchanges. So, like, if you take the standard everything, they're all 4 units apart. Aren't they? Oh, I just can't place it because it's out of area. But yeah, they're all 4 units on all sides. So, like, the standard... It's just kind of a City Skylines thing, I guess. So I do all of mine 4-unit spacing, much like that. These are 4 units apart, aren't they? Of course they are. Very good. No, it's 4 units exactly, always. No H91, it isn't. You went on a multi-state road trip for work. You actually got to drive through a diverging diamond. Isn't it interesting? As long as people kind of freak out, but as long as you follow the law, like, it's okay. Just don't break the law while you're in it. It's not that hard, really. It's not so complicated. Just don't do anything you wouldn't normally do while driving, and everything will be pretty awesome. 45. Wait a second. That is 17 units, so I want 17 units on this side too. I want it to be the same. Please stop snapping. I think that's 17 units right there. Yep, we got it. All right. Once again, this is going to be 25 degrees, just like the other side. I'm going to measure from this way, because that side is sketchy. Yep. Let's double check this one. This one looks like I might have done it differently. 25 degrees. It might have been fine, but now it's definitely fine. So these are the angles. These are the angles that we're going with. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Pesky node. Pesky bee. Why not make the spacing transition with a slight S-curve? I don't think it makes sense. I think here it makes more sense that this side just breaks off. I think. But at the end of the day, I'm just making it all up. As we all are. So let's fly through with the 2-lane road. Bada boom. There it is. Now this one, let's do some imaginary adjustments. Not imaginary, but let's see what we got. if I just throw these onto the ends. And we can use node controller to kind of sync the whole thing up. But I think in concept, I think those are the lines that I'm going to go with. Give or take. The colors look good. The colors looked really like gross to me at first, but now it looks okay. Maybe I'm just used to it. Just have a non-symmetric sweep on the left side. I don't know what that means. LED lighting. Some actually imaginary adjustments. Yeah, it would make more sense to build a single bridge. I agree with you on that. But then the question becomes, what problems might that cause? If I actually do this same thing with a single bridge, which wouldn't take long, I could just swap these out real quick. Swap these out. Everything else is correct, I think. But yeah, it would generally be a single bridge in this situation. It would not be two individual bridge. One lane highway road? You mean 2-lane highway road? I mean, it would be, this would be what I'd go with if we had to. We'd do a national road bridge. Red Leader, you love the modified Little River map? Hey, thank you. Do I know any other maps? Or that's the only one that I'm aware of that's like small, you know, small roads, the whole thing. Straight bridge would be cheaper, yeah. Roy, welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I make videos too. It's not just live. It's also I make stuff. No, you're not stupid. That's not what I mean. Let's see. Try with a single bridge. It should look cool. I do think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. Let's do that. Single bridge. Single bridge. Single bridge. But the thing is, I already know where everything goes. Like, everything else is pretty much set up, kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. So let's figure it out. Elevated. Is this gonna come out weird? Why? Oh, because I'm not at the right height. Let's get up to the right height. Yep. We'll just use our existing guidelines. That should work awesome. And then these two will come up to meet that. We'll see if it changes the endpoint, because I might modify the endpoint, or even make these smaller. Like, these turns don't really need to be so large, potentially. But here's what's going to happen. GameSpit, what's wrong? Twitch? I don't know what you mean. You see plenty of divided bridges when the roads are already separated on both ends. Depends on the endpoints. Yeah. Yeah, there's a method. Prey, I would use intersection marking tool to get that. With intersection marking tool, you can make it look like... Oh, I guess this is no longer a 5x5. Is it a 6x6? What's changed? Hold on. The whole thing is a 5x5. Let's see if this looks weird. This may change all of my measurements to something undesirable. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can use intersection marking tool to place props now, is the thing. The clue is in the title. Why, is someone asking what we're doing? Good to see me move over from Twitch. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad to be here. It's been great so far. Yeah, this changes all the old measurements here, doesn't it? So 5 units is looking a bit small, in my opinion. Okay. It's got to be 6, which changes the endpoint of the bridge, but it's also fine. This is the learning piece. Oh, you asked if this is a vanilla build. No. I wouldn't say so. It's vanilla friendly. Like if you wanted to place it on a vanilla map, like it wouldn't, it's not going to require mods to function or anything like that. It's going to be okay. So we're going to go 8 units out on both sides, I figure. Right? 8 units out on both sides. Let's do it. I just want it to be the same. Or let's at least see 8 units out on this side. And then we'll go 6, because now we should be 6 units away. Yep. 6 units going down. Going down. Going down. There we go. And that's where it's going to split, and it's going to do trumpety things. It's going to be really cool. Helen, thank you! Really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Notification will pop up in a second, but I can't help myself. Helen, thank you! Welcome in. 7-7 is fine, but I think 6 is the way to go. You don't like how traffic lights stay active even when your power is out? Oh, that's a good point. Mr. Vintage, thank you. Have a good night. I appreciate it. Liking this one a lot more? Yeah, yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It just changes all of my measurements is the thing. Everything has changed because of that one decision. But I think it'll look very, very good. So now this is a 5x5 at the end. This can go down to 2. Yeah. Something like that. Like that, but better, hopefully. A bit better. Mm-hmm. This can just get tweaked slightly. Fixes the texture. Hit this with node controller. Real easy adjustments to make. Boom. Actually, it's going to get even better. It's even going to get more betterer, in fact, as we do this, and then this, and then resize this, redo that. 20. How many people are saying road backwards right now? Road backwards, road backwards. Don't forget to invert the road. I wouldn't, is the thing. The inverting the road is such a finishing touch. All right, this can get moved out. This can get moved out. Yep. Everyone freaks out. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. I think we got it. And then this can be redone. Beautiful. Much better. Nice. Mm-hmm. Road backwards, Ewan. Ewan. I swore I'd never get your pronunciation wrong. It'll take me years, though. OCD pleased. Yeah, I think this is good. I think it'll look good with traffic flowing on it, too. That's okay. Yeah, I'll get... Just know I'll get there. Just know that it's a finishing touch. It's not a, you know... I'll get to it. I promise. 8 units on each side. Now, we might be able to ground this even sooner. What do you say about something like this? Like, we'll make a node there, so we only have to go 5 units away. Then we can ground this one. That is not the right network. I can tell because I'm something of a scientist myself. Great, that's the way to go. And then we'll slope this, and if it doesn't look weird, I'll stick with it. It looks very good. It should be identical to this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah. Works for me. encounter Irish names like... I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's just a diverging trumpet. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Just let me fail, I guess is what I'm saying, really. Oh, no! Pillar in the road. Pillar in the road, everyone. Pillar in the road. Fix. I can't see the fixing. What's happened? Can I move this? Really wish I could move this, but I can't. Unless somebody knows how. In the bottom left corner, I would love to... Well, either way. 3 units away from the middle. 3 units away. Actually makes it 10 units across, which means there's not going to be a pillar. Which is totally fine. Yeah, I think this is a good solution overall. It's not a pillar, it's a lane separator. Yeah. Hazardous. If you ground the other end, it should fix. No more pillar. We can always re-add the pillar, but it's not entirely necessary. We'll see. We'll see how it looks by the end. Then we'll make a decision. Dusk Moon, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Flow Director. It's a car smasher. Not ideal. Nice H91. Add spice to the daily commute. Yeah, a bit of a challenge for those drivers seeking a bit of extra spice in their daily drive. All right, we'll turn on road guidelines. Okay. This is done. This side is like perfect. Now, how big does this need to be is the real next question. How big? What's an appropriate... Because I probably don't need to go all the way to this point. We're going to go right to that point, actually. I don't see any reason not to. Create a roundabout there. What? 9 by 9? No, I think I've got it here. I think I have a solid plan. A solid-ish plan. It's pretty solid-ish. Oh no. Alright, let's put this down to 0. 2 units. Don't tell me out of editing area. I know my rights. Okay. Lie to my face. Alright, so I'm looking for the 45 of this, because that's what we want. That's the magic spot, right there. We can match this on the opposing side. So that means these... It's all coming together, people. It's all happening right now. Before our very eyes. 135. Oh, that's still magically the same endpoint somehow. Well, cool. Works for me. So this one we can come off 25 degrees. The slightest angle possible, which tends to be 25 in my experience. 25 degrees. Then these will come straight down. A lot like that. A lot like that. That's really cool. Really good job. Looks very natural and normal. Like a normal road. How do you make music with it? What? Let perfect be the enemy of good. That's my job when it comes to interchanges. Yeah, if it doesn't make sense, I've not done my job. Hopefully these aren't backwards. They're not backwards, are they? No, that's correct. Subtract a node. Or, yeah, get rid of the node in the middle. Reverse them. This may need to get pushed again. Nope, it already looks good, actually. And then a slight nudge with move it. Yes, that's the one. And reduce these all the way, flatten them out. I think that's the result right there. I think that's kind of the way that this split is kind of going to look until these get adjusted out. No, wait, not that. No, don't do that. Do this. Yeah, that's the one. At least I don't have any backwards roads. That would be really annoying. Destroy the node. Perfect, yeah. It's much better than it was. It'll look great with intersection marking tool. Node renewal can fix any cracks and holes in the asphalt. Kinda, yeah. Walter, there is a mod. I don't know if it works anymore. But there was a mod. Control Z might have been the name of it. So here's the thing. Undo It was the name of it. That's it. These are wider than they need to be. Do we all agree? Do we all agree on that? I like the spacing we have here. I don't love how this came out. It can be fixed though. Are we just too close on one side? No, that can't be true. It can't be true. Is this piece supposed to be elevated? No, that's too far. That's too much bridge. I don't want so much bridge. Reduce that and just use node controller to fix it, probably. I think it's in the right spot. Bend, stretch. Maybe middle is the answer? No. Stretched and then take it to 0. That's the solution right there. That's what it is. This can't have changed the slope, could it? No, it can't have. This is good. We got it. Orchestra interchange, otherwise called spaghetti. Yes. Too close on one side by all... Too close by one unit? Where? Specifically. Oh, you're talking about this? No, I think it's fine. I think it'll work out. Like, just like that, yeah. It's going to be good. Because these should be the same on both sides, right? 3 units away? 3 units away. Yep. I just want it to be balanced, that's all. I want it to be the same compared to where the road is. I can't control where the edge of the road is, but as long as it's centered, it's okay. Riley, welcome in. Too close on both sides? No, it's totally fine. Jacob, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Ronnie, welcome in. Caught live finally. Yeah, you're here at the right time. Interchange's tier list when? That's such a loaded idea. Loaded concept. I know we thought that part was done, but it's not. Those turns are entirely too wide. They shouldn't be more than like 10 by 10. Like, let's see how this looks instead. Raven, welcome in. Good morning from Brisbane. Nice. Is that 45? I think that'll work, and it'll look much more small. We don't need to take up more space than necessary. Ever, really. And then these can come right down. Yep. I think I'm onto something here. Yeah, it's a much more... All the measurements will be much more tasteful than what they were. I think. I think size-wise, it's so much nicer without the grid. Size-wise, I think that's pretty good. The bridge height is right, yes. Line up with the inner part of the trumpet? No, the inner part is too close. Well, this is nice because it's right in the middle. I think that's what makes that okay, is that it lines up. Incidentally, I just picked 10 because it was twice the... Because it was 5 times 2, because these are a 5-unit radius over here. All of these are 5-unit, so 10-unit diameter. Oh, these are moved. These are 6 units. Well, either way, it lines up with the middle. That's just a happy, like, mistake. I thought I was doubling it. I forgot we changed this to 6 units, because 5 was too small. But I think it looks good. Silas, get the game. It does take a bit of a monster PC to run correctly. Better to have the ramps condensed into a single 4-lane road than 2 separate 2. Mr. 99, we're going to make both. You missed the beginning of stream. We're going to make 2 different versions. This is just one. The second version will come together very quickly, though. Very easily. Greetings from Boston. AAA, welcome in. Off by 1 error? Yeah. It was a bit of an error, but it's worked out correct. It's worked out kind of nicely. I like that there's a rhyme and reason to where this road ends, and I like that it's also not this huge, like, enormous sweeping turn. I like that it's actually a reasonable amount instead. Yeah, we're gonna do both. This is the system interchange version. So this is for connecting highways. So let's fix everything. These just have to get... Whoop, whoop, yep. All that, but less. Yep. Okay. That and that. Uh-oh. Beautiful. Kind of a sudden incline, huh? We can fix that. We can make this. We can make it okay. This could also come in by a unit, and that wouldn't be the end of the world. As an option. Yeah, it's very sudden. The grade on this is going to be like 8%. 8.5, yeah. I don't know math, I just know what a steep grade looks like. That's a good ramp. It's about to be a good ramp. Yeah, it's quite the jump. Quite the jump. If I move it back by a unit, I bet it gets a lot better. 2 roads coming down from the bridge. We'll fix it. Duskmoon, thank you, yeah. Samek, welcome in. Greetings from Brazil. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thanks for visiting the stream. The videos still happen, of course. Who saw the last video about the partial cloverleaf? Did we like that one? I hope that was good. I've done partial cloverleafs before, but never quite like that. We also worked on it last stream, which was good, which was definitely worth... I was kind of prepping for the video, honestly. I wanted to have everything done. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for checking that out. I know I've covered it before, but I really want to have, like... I kind of get better at explaining stuff with time, I've found. And I also have gotten better at making videos. So if I decide to make an update to a video, then I kind of will. But I also want to update the design. I don't want to re-release the same design twice in a row. I want the design to be better. I want the video to be better. I want the explanation to be better. Just, if it can be better in as many ways as possible, as long as it's a big enough jump, then I'll make that video. Because I want people to know. You hate how much you love road design? It's a lot of fun, isn't it? The game is just so ready for roads. It's so ready for like you have to rely on roads very, very heavily. It's quite the split. Imagine. These will be adjusted further in the future. I don't like it. I hope they're working on City Skylines too. Yeah, I agree. I don't like how this splits here. It's not quite... It either needs to be larger, which I don't want to make it too large, or the splits have to occur differently. I think just larger is fine. I think the concept is okay. It's better than it was. This is better. This is an improvement. Make the whole highway a bit higher. Well, no, it has to go under is the thing. So right now we're 5 meters down and 5 meters up are the measurements that get us under. So keep that in mind. I can't just make everything higher or everything lower. That doesn't satisfy the problem. This just has to come back a little bit, that's all. I don't really want it to end here, but if this were 1 or 2 units longer, and then we did the 45 back a little bit... It's close, though. Like, the grade... Did I already check the grade? The grade is better, but still not quite where I want to be. 7.5 is very steep. I don't know if that's accounting for the slope of these, though. It would still be quite the jump at the top. Well, D-Jar, it's okay. Like, whatever works. I just think that in real life... Like, let's take a look at a trumpet in real life. Let's just pick a random trumpet interchange. Through the Googles. Because I think they're usually consolidated into a single ramp in the real world. A lot of these are city skylines is the thing. Ignore all the ones that are city skylines. That one's mine. Ignore that one specifically. Like in the real world, here's an example. That's a single bridge. All of them are city skylines. It is easier in game to keep them separate. I agree with the way that people are doing it, because that's how I do it too. Like if you look at this, I did it 2 separate bridges as well. I just feel like in the real world it's usually a single overpass bridge. This one they did separate. The underpasses don't do it justice. diverging... What is this? Some sort of crazy diverging seagull. Diverging trumpet. That is funny. That can work. Well, that looks familiar. Ooh, that's really cool. Whatever they did with that is really nice. That one's 2 separate bridges. That's a real image. 2 separate would make it relatively easy, I will say. It would make it fairly simple and straightforward. Do we have consensus in the room? How do we feel about this? One single bridge is cleaner, I will say, but it's just hard to figure out. Vulture, is it 1 or 2? Where's the challenge? Yeah. You think system trumpets are usually 2 bridges, service are more likely 1 bridge, probably. This one is supposed to be a system type setup. One bridge would be cheaper. Use a 2-lane bridge with a median. We don't really have that in highway. We could do that with one of the new things, of course. Like this would be... That would be okay. Yeah, a median is ideal. Some sort of barrier going around it is ideal, but separating them would also make a lot of sense. Astronash, I'm glad for your vote of confidence on this. For the system one, we're gonna split it. It's what I was doing initially. It's what my heart said. We're gonna split it. We're gonna split it 2 bridges. So shall it be done. We could even make them the same width, but I don't like that. I'm very much inclined to not do that. Chicken. Chicken. We're going to be doing a second one. I'll have all kinds of problems with the second one. It'll be great. Forget about the problems I'm having now. We'll have plenty of problems later. All right. How many units? How many units around? We'll do this 5 by 5. We decided 5 by 5 was good, right? So 7 units. Oh no, I'm in the middle. Shoot. Starting here. 7 units. Down. 5 by 5. It's called going full circle, everyone. Sometimes you go full circle. Sometimes you say, hey, I want to do a 180. And life says, nope. Life says, nope, looks like you're going to do a full 360. I'm not walking it back. I'm just walking it all the way forward. We're entirely forward at this point. All the way forward. Is 33 meters accurate? Oh, 33 is correct. Interesting. Lane math kind of funny. Well, the lane math comes last. It's going to be 2 lanes. It's going to be a lesser highway crossing the major highway. It's going to be very nice, is what I'm saying. It's going to be very, very nice. 5 units. It's working out. That's all that matters. It's working out. It's happening. It's getting done. One step at a time. It does look better. I'll be honest. It does look better in this situation here. And then, like, the finalizing of this would be doing something like that. Yeah. Do that, do that, do that. Does everyone know what I'm doing when I say do that? I do this in all my interchanges, and I explain it in every interchange video. It's just my standard node controller procedure. There it is, and then a bit of sloping. Very clean. Very, very clean. I think this is the way to go for this. Could I explain it in its entirety just in case? Oh my goodness. I'm aligning all the edges using node controller and then making it as small as possible and then aligning the ends. And then adding space. It's hard to explain. I'll end up doing it again in a minute. Let me see. J15 is a 2-lane bridge. Are you guys just from the same place? Is that how you know? The secrets? The secrets of presumably UK traffic implements? Is that the start and end point, or is it somewhere less than that? I think that is going to be the best looking. I think we just got to go to the ends. That's all there is to it. Actually, that was well said. I can show you. It's easier to show than to tell in this situation. I think that those are the start and end points. I believe. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. I believe in a thing called love. Is that 45? I wish it was easier to see. Maybe it's just because of... Yeah, that's it. I think it's just because we're in the asset editor. Harder to see what's going on. Cool. We're almost back where we were, but better. I don't know how we're better than we were, but we know more. We know more, we have the experience, okay? That's what we've gained today. We gained the experience necessary to overcome. What do you think? Can I align the 2-lane section on the left side? This one? It's already there. If you're talking about these, like, yeah, I'm just not there yet. What do we think? Line the inside of those networks with bridges. Looks awkward to have them merge like that. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. Them is not specific enough. I'm not sure. Do a narrower angle or 25 degrees really the minimum? We can probably do a narrower angle. Maybe that's the missing piece in all of this. Maybe that's what's not happening. Just gonna extend these a little, just increase the runway. So let's see what 20 degrees looks like. Oh, we have to re-get this. Re-get, that's a term. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's do a shallower angle. 20. 20 is nice. I can't imagine going any shallower than that and having it work out well. 47. Gotta be there. That's 45. Okay. Because if I just go straight into it, it's going to come out weird. Like, guaranteed, it's going to come out weird. Here's what 20 degrees looks like on both sides. That's pretty good. Let's adjust these and see how that kind of shifts things around. Drachma, welcome in. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Drachma, was it you that I spoke to on Twitter about Relight? I got rid of Relight. 20 looks clean. I do think it's better, yeah. Hierarchy being a thing everywhere these days. Just a bunch of roads in Europe was built before it was a thing. Yeah, even I think a ring road is road hierarchy as well. Yeah, it's much better. Not you? Oh no. Who am I thinking of then? Shoot. There was someone, I had a big discussion on Twitter about Relight, and because of it I got rid of Relight. So I had to adjust a bunch of stuff today. I think that's kind of the result. I think that's kind of right where we want to be. Sorry for the mistaken identity. Thank you for being here, though. Thank you for being a member. Thank you. Randy, welcome in. Randy, thank you for becoming a member. Hopefully that pops up in a second, too. I'm hoping it does. I think it will. There it is. I knew it. I had faith. Randy, welcome. Enjoy the emotes. Why did I get rid of Relight? Because Render It has all of the same tools, but better. As it turns out. Render It has all the same junk, but it's better. It's that easy. 'Tis that simple. Now all of this is going to get shifted around. I just want to make sure that we like this. Let's just take a quick shot at this. Randy, did I mod you already? I did. Okay, good. We're transitioning all the Twitch mods over to the YouTube. Things are in flux right now. Things are in flux here at YUMBL Corp. Transitioning gracefully. Oh, so gracefully. I've been liking 6 for the step. I go right to 6, and that looks pretty clean. Yeah. The slope, I really would prefer it slope that way. Oh. We're actually going to make it flat. Yep, we're just going to leave it neutral. Good luck, everybody. These are already sloped. What's the grade? That's going to be... If it's less than 6, then the grade stays. If it's less than 6 units... Or 6%, it's 6.2. If it's within 0.2 of 6, it stays, because that's fine. That's okay. No one will notice. No one's gonna know. It's within a certain margin of 6. I retract what I previously said, and I replace it with, if it's within 0.2% of 6%, then it's fine. It's fine. It's within tolerance. That's what I'm saying. It's within. Good luck, everybody else. Yeah. I've driven on worse. I'm sure you have. We all have. Yeah. Hashtag close enough. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's fine. It's fine. If you're freaking out about it, then don't. Just don't worry about it. It wouldn't be too hard to actually... Well, here, let's see how this kind of works out, re-adding this in. I just want to let the nodes fall where they may. Yeah, that's a better distribution of nodes. I'm into redrawing roads just to put the nodes in better spots or to get rid of extra nodes. Like here, there's kind of extra nodes there, so I'll end up deleting this patch and redoing it probably. But in this situation, we could move these a unit or two back, and that'll reduce the grade, because grade is just... It's just numbers, man. It's just numbers, dude. It's all just math. It's all just math at the end of the day. It's just a bunch of numbers. Let's fix it. We can fix it, right? I could fix it. So 6%, the reason that I picked 6% grade as a maximum is because the tolerance for the, it's the standard for the interstate highway system in the US. You cannot exceed a 6% slope. 6% steep, right? As a function of distance, distance over change in elevation over distance. Could that be right? Is this a math channel? It's all just numbers, man. I did say that. You know, man, whoever you are, it's all just numbers. I stand by it. So currently this is 7 units. Let's make this 6 units away instead. I can do this quickly and easily, and it's going to be super cool, and you're going to love it, and you're going to say, wow, that's really cool, I love it. Get your, yeah, that, wow, that's really cool, I love it's ready, because how else could this possibly end? It's going to be fine. It's going to be really good. Okay. Ooh, I hate that it's doing 2 nodes, so I'm actually going to change the max segment length to, like, something way higher, so it doesn't do that. I think it was going to try to make an extra node in there. I'm not sure, though. Oh, we want these grounded. Yep. After the adjustment here. Really good. Yep, all that. All of that. It's really nice. Everybody knows it. It's really good. If I keep saying positive things, does it make it more believable? If I can't stand by my decisions, how can I expect others to, really? We're just going to make them flat. I think flat is the way to go for these because it's just too... It's too hectic. It's too crazy. You don't love it? What the... What must I do? It has to be less than 6%. 5.7. Oh, yeah. Well, now the question is, what direction should it be sloping? Should I have it sloped this way to make it even gentler at the risk of having a lump going this way? I think flat is the way to go because you kind of got to split the difference between the two, as far as I can tell. Be a wizard. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Wow, that's really cool. I love it. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad I didn't have to coerce you into a positive response on this one. I'm glad you would have had my back regardless, all right? I'm just glad that that's an authentic reaction. It warms the heart. Warms the heart. Put this up to 6. We'll copy that whole thing. I think that's the way to go. I'm not really interested in going any closer. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, there it is. That looks pretty natural overall. It's not totally symmetrical, but the roads aren't going to be totally symmetrical either, so it kind of works out. Retaining walls? I don't have a way to add retaining walls is the thing. Like, we could add a network to it, but I think that complicates things if we add a thing to it. Slope, not slop. Thicker chevrons? No, the chevrons are good. That's pretty, looks pretty balanced to me. Do I dare bring it in one more unit? No, we're already shorter than the other side. This is good. This is it's less than 6%, which I did say was important. It's not the only thing that matters, but it's one of the only things that might matter sometimes. That's too sloppy? What's sloppy about it? Jacob, you have to be more specific in your critique. Like, please. You love a 6% slop. The bridge is blue? Are you talking about the shadow? You're talking about the shadow, huh? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just because the sun is over there. Don't look directly into it. Shield your eyes, please. It's the only thing that matters. I don't want to bring this in anymore. That's all I'm saying. I like how it is. I think it's pretty decent. I think it's pretty decent. These should already be done, I think. Reduced. Now let's see. Oh, this can probably be even shorter, maybe? Here, let's delete it. Squish these back to where they go. Flat. Is that the ideal split? It's a bit sudden. I think 10 is the way to go, unless otherwise. 10 looks good. I like that. Now, how far... 7 units looks good on this. I don't really want to change that. That all looks pretty balanced to me. It's fine. Let's do node controller the whole way back. So the way this is going to work out is that has to go there. This goes to the left a little bit. So does this. So does this. So does this. Get rid of that. We're just going to shift all of these lanes inward. Shift that. I think I already did this one. Yes. Slip, slap, sloop. Should I leave little tails on the end of this as connectors? Because I want to do the markings, but I don't want to, like... I don't know. Shiftity? Where in the world has yellow chevrons? I don't know. Ewan, we're coming to it, yeah. Orange markings. Renee, welcome in. Hot pink markings. Okay, okay. You've seen some yellows in the US. For chevrons, though, generally yellow is the center line. So the left-hand edge of a given roadway will have that. Well, here's part of it. How far... I'm going to have tails on this. This might be too long, though, is what I'm wondering. 6... Maybe we do 6 units all the way around. How far did we do here? This is 5 units. 7. I'm going to trim these at 6 units, I think. Because there's no reason to have extra anything. Then we'll do 6 units here. So this will be the actual size of what goes to the workshop, is what I'm getting at. 6 units. Pretty reasonable altogether. Pretty reasonable thing. Why not join the central part as 2-lane highway? You missed that part, Mr. Capnock. You missed that 20-minute segment of stream. We already tried that, and it's, like, not that good. Didn't like it. Leaving stubs helps with taking the highway straight out of the interchange. I'm not sure what that means. Delete the marker road, please. Delete the marker road, please. Oh, I mean, I'm not done yet. I know you're telling me to do stuff. I'm like, it's just not done. There's all kinds of stuff to delete. It's not just that. Well... The reason I want it there is so Well, actually, I need it here. I want to redraw this whole section. What I like to do is make sure that this is at 96, which is standard segment length. Can I enter manually? There it is, 96. And then delete this entire section. And then just redraw this. Yes. Now that can go away. Bit of intersection marking tool. Just a little bit more of this. Watch this. I think it adds. I think that helps. Helps the split just a little bit. Be a little less dramatic. So we'll do this one the same. Kind of follow this back. We're trumpeting. The lane math is on point. We're doing the reduction method though. I'm not gonna go up a lane beforehand. I know a lot of people want to see that happen. That's okay. It's just not done. Like there's so many things to be done yet, and it just isn't finished yet, and that's okay. Not so many things. There's only a few things, but let's make sure that they're done and done well. Nice. And I think I already did these. Yep, those are done well too. Yeah. I wonder what this would look like if instead we followed this way. Oh, it's even further to the right. Ooh. No, I want it to be inward. I want it to be based off of that. Yep. It's a very good split. That is very nice. That'll work. Just making sure. All right, let's finish up the markings. The markings should be real easy. I've been doing, does everybody like, in the latest videos, I've been putting in a time lapse of the intersection marking tool. I used to skip it entirely because I think it's pretty boring. So I can't justify showing it in real time, but I'll do a time lapse, and that seems to work really well. Do we like that that's included? I feel like it's part of it. Yeah? Okay. As long as we like it. As long as it adds something. As long as there's some benefit to it at the end of the day. You like it, Rux. Okay, good. Yeah, because there are certain parts where I don't want to show the entire... I don't want to show it in real time because it's kind of disproportionately time consuming. It's wrong. It's just wrong. That's better. Uh-huh. So this one I should be able to copy and then put over here. Uh-huh. That's the one. And then this one is different. Is it? No, it should be the same, shouldn't it? Have I lost it? Flip it. It is the same. I wonder what went wrong. I wonder what I did something wrong a second ago. I think so. I think that's the one. Chevrons are inverted? Nope, the chevrons are all perfect. Trumpet is completed. One of two. One of two. I think that's the best angle to view it from. Get to see the curves. Lane directions? Oh no! Thank you for telling me lane directions. I did wait till the end on that one. That almost was signed, sealed, and delivered to the people. Thank you for not telling me prematurely, and thank you for not telling me too late also. That's okay. No, I forgot. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I would have forgot. I'll be real honest with you. But yeah, I think that looks good. All around, I think it's got everything. It's got everything we need. I like that the shadows aren't so dark too. I guess that's the who was it that told me to keep it low, keep the lighting intensity low in Render It, and then raise it in Theme Mixer? Because that's the trick. I might have to work with that a bit and play with it to understand it better, but you're lucky I don't have my notes emote, otherwise that would go in my record. I would hate to read the record that you've been taking over these last couple years. Curves, yep. You and yes. RTX on. What does that mean? Connect the markings of the transition to the bridges? I guess. I guess. Might as well. I'm just going to leave them thick. This is the laziest way I could possibly do it. Copy and paste. It's the simplest marking I've ever seen. That is a good finishing touch, I agree. If I had noticed it, I probably would have gone for it. I just wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, that's satisfying, I think. That's good. Yeah, there's nothing else I want to change. Let's take some pictures. Everybody say cheese. Can I get some cheese? I think about there. Somewhere around there is the picture. Simple but important. Copy paste 2 lines. Correct. Gouda. Here, let's align it. Align it all nice and purty. So I think this one is the screenshot that goes in the workshop, so that one's pretty crucial. Crucial that it looks okay. It is good that this interchange pretty much fits the aspect ratio that we're working with. Does that look good? If I weren't in the shot, if I weren't here, this is what you'd see getting it from the workshop. Maybe zoomed out slightly. No, I like it. I like being close on it. Smooth terrain? Can't. There's no terrain option in the thing here. Doesn't exist. Tis not a thing. There we go. I should be in there too. What if I'm just in the pictures on the workshop? I'm just in there. All right, and we're saving. Level the dip? No. It is sunken the whole length, yeah. Well, I don't know where that'll end. That depends on the context of it. I know, it's not lost on me. Yes. Can't believe I stuck with the YUMBLive branding. Colonel, it's too good. YUMBLive. It can't be, it's too good to ignore. Yumble Trumpet. Almost misspelled my name. Trumpet. Yumble's Trumpet System. In parentheses, maybe. YUMBL's Trumpet system, as opposed to service, right? Does that make sense? It's a trumpet. Don't tell me what it is. There we go. It's a little too bright. Not the game. Me. My in-person lighting. It's also nice to turn the lights down and just kind of... It's just kind of nice to turn the lights down, you know? Testing? We will test it. I want to build the second one and then test them both. I think. Is that reasonable? I want to do this. I want to save this one, build the second one, because it's going to be a lot like this, but different. I'm going to try to use as many of the same measurements as possible. I think. So there. Yeah. I think that'll be the best way to do it, because that minimizes loading time. If I go to test it, then we have to quit the game and reload the game, and then quit the game again and reload the game again to get back in to make the second one. But if I do it now, I can skip two loading sessions. When I'm making videos, this is how I think too. I'm like, how many times will I need to load the game? I have to plan my day around how long it takes to load Cities Skylines. It's quite the game that we've chosen, everyone. It's quite the thing. That's all I can say for sure. It's quite the thing. Now this one, parts will be the same and parts will be different. What will be the same and what will be different? We'll find out after these messages. I'll be right back. I'm going to hit the run ads button, I think. I've never hit this button before. But enjoy. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, I'm right back. You can hear it? I'm like, I got out of the bathroom and I was back too early. I haven't left, I'm here. I am here. 'Tis I. All right, let's do it. He got the milk. You got ads on phone. Yeah. Derek, that's exactly right. Too much English breakfast. I have a little bit left too. It's getting late. I gotta finish it. I gotta finish my tea now. Nerdy side, thank you. Guys, Nerdy Side just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you. Jesse, Derek, Felix, Michael, Dominic. It's gonna go through the whole thing? What in the world? Well, hold on. I don't want that to happen 5 times. But yeah, enjoy the emotes. Nerdy Side, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for hooking everybody up. Super generous, yeah. Is it over? Kinda. I wonder if it'll still play the sound. It's just... Well, it's almost over now. Here. We'll give that a second. We'll give that a second. Did I not mute it? I muted the wrong thing. Thank you, Nerdy Side. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aww. Oh, I muted the wrong... Streaming is hard. What headphones? K702s. K702s. Guys, enjoy your membership. Green Eyes, thank you. Green Eyes also joined as a member. Thank you. That should pop up in a second. We will let that one happen. Green Eyes, thank you. You have K92s. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I do like a good headphone. I love music. I love audio. If you can't tell, I've got like a good audio setup running through a good audio setup running through a good audio set. I have a bunch of outboard gear that my mic is actually running through. Green Eyes, thank you. Enjoy the emotes. Thank you. Everyone, you're awesome. Nerdy Side as well. So I've already saved this. Now the question is 4 lanes or 6 lanes? Let's do 4. Right? Unless we want... Oh, we could always do little tiny 4, because we have access to that now. Like, everybody has a tiny 4-lane road that they can use. Green Eyes, it's just, most of my community is on YouTube, is the thing, which was not the case when I first started. So now it just kind of makes sense. Plus, I think Twitch is very reactive and, like, kind of wild about stuff, and it just feels unstable. I'll be honest. How do we feel about that? Or, no, wait. We'll connect it to a 4-lane road on the other side. I got it. I know the answer. I have all the answers. I've always had all the answers sometimes. Kinda. Oh, I wish I didn't delete over here. That would have been smart of me not to delete that, actually. But it's okay. It's fine. 1, 2... We can do anything we set our minds to. But here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be the single bridge version. The abridged version. The unabridged version. Unabridged. You like the new Tiny 4? What's the Tiny 4? What does it mean? What does it mean? I'm getting, like, lag in game. I don't know what it is. You'll keep giving your Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate the support. No matter where, it doesn't really matter. It's all support. As long as you like the videos that I'm making, it all goes to the same place, right? It all... So I appreciate that regardless. No shade towards Twitch. I don't want to be... It's still... I think it's the best platform. If you're just starting streaming, Twitch is the best platform. Over time, it's kind of been proven that my community kind of lives over here. More so. Is that reasonable? Therefore, why wouldn't I... There's no downside to being over here. Helen! Thank you, thank you, thank you. What time is it? It is 6:59. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is... what would that be? 12 plus 5. 17? Is 7 o'clock 1700? The conversion doesn't come naturally to me for 24-hour. We have to like the videos. No, not physically liking them. I mean, if you enjoy the video. If you enjoy it. 19, I'm sorry. Midnight UK, yeah. 1900. 1900, yep, thank you. 19, keep coming. This is what I get for never being wrong. I'm never wrong regularly. I'm frequently wrong. I get to be wrong a lot. 5 units. I feel like 6 units is the way to go with this one. Isn't that what we? Isn't that the term we came to before? Isn't that the? Wasn't that the result? So let's go 8 units out from the center here, and we'll keep it elevated. So this is going to be the service variant. Same idea, but different. Same idea, but more differenter. 6 hours time difference. That makes sense. Yep, that adds up. I'm not going to check the math, but the math checks out. I am getting frame drops. I don't know what it is. It's when I'm drawing roads, that's what it is. When this tool is active. Oh, it was 20. I thought it was 2. Helen, thank you. I mean, I already said thank you, but I could not see the value. Also, I forget what SEK is. Is that Crohn's? Shoot, I'm embarrassing when it comes to knowing stuff. Including but not limited to currencies. Yeah, when I'm drawing roads, I'm getting a lot of frame drops. Like a lot of frame drops. Weird. Kroner. Crowns. Isn't that what is that what it translates to, give or take? Give or take? Go out on a limb? Converted to around $2. Got it. Well, 20 is a very big number. It's still a big number. $2 is a lot. I'll cash it out in pennies. Because that's how I do it. Thank you, Helen. I appreciate it. Converted to $2. Oh, I see. Did I see a converted amount then? No. I'd like to say I could take credit for doing the conversion mentally. That's not true. That's not what happened. It changes some emotes to other emotes? Really? Why is it doing this? Do you guys see that I'm like dropping a bunch of frames right now? 1 second. It's too annoying. I can't live that way. It'll only take a minute. I don't have much installed and my computer's decently fast. It's like every time I draw a road, it's dropping frames and it's just a nasty quirk. I don't want to deal with it. Swedish kroner. It means crowns. Yes, we're obsessed with the crown over here. Indeed. Anthony, thank you. I appreciate it. Use them all the time in your cities. You've been using the DDI. Yeah, nice. Global, welcome in. That's okay. I still have another interchange to complete. 5 blocks, welcome in. You said kappa, no space, and it makes it... What is that? Who's that little guy? Who's the little guy is that? Nerdy side, that's quite the face. It doesn't look like Kappa to me, but that's funny. Kappa with a capital K probably, if it's the same as Twitch. But it's funny that they're using Twitch emotes over here. Thylacine, welcome in. Yeah. Am I still having fun? I think so. I dare say. So we're actually going to load up the one that we were just on. And I'm going to use a lot of the same angles and curves. We're going to borrow from that one to make them about the same. So Omega Lull, I think, is actually a BTT, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have BTT installed, so I can't see it. Doesn't matter, capital or no capital. Weird. I can see the moons. But yeah, just know if you guys are using BTT, I can't actually see that on my current browser. I have it installed on Chrome, but I'm not on Chrome right now. Peter, I can see that one. What is that? Is that that type of gesture, I assume? With the slap? BTT, I know. I just don't have it installed on Opera, that's all. Roadburner, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Everyone, thank you for being here. Thanks for sticking around. We've got another interchange to build. Anthony, thank you. Just 49 bucks? That's crazy. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I hope something pops up. There it is. That's a super chat, yeah. They did update loading screen mod, yeah. All the many standard mods have been updated. Anthony, thanks again. Thank you for being here mainly. And I do appreciate the support as well. Thank you. Have I thought about making a series with a European city? I have. I have one. It's called Race Faber. I've learned a lot since then, though, so I don't know if I want to continue it or start a new one, or, God forbid, I start another series. That sucks. At least I know how to fix it. Sorry that I blasted your eye drums. I had them blasted as well. Don't sweat it. So the way that I fixed it, it's twofold or threefold. Ready? We're going to go to render it, and we're going to turn the intensity down. Oh, actually, that kind of fixes it. Just turn the intensity down and call it a day. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it loaded Benton. I'm just going to save over Benton. Thank you! Mr. Peeps! May I call you Mr. Peeps? I respect it. Mr. Peeps, thank you. Thanks for the support. Welcome to the thing. I don't really have a name for anything. I just call it the thing. Thanks for being a member. My eyes, I know, yeah. Make a folded diamond. I've never built one. Helen, that's okay. Don't sweat it. It's like on Twitch, it's even more like the emote culture is not as severe on YouTube, it feels like to me. Like on Twitch, emotes are very much like a huge part of the culture, and on YouTube it's like less. Or I mean, you could argue that like the internet, they're important these days, but I don't sweat it. I'm not worried about it. Let me make sure that should be saved. So I'm going to save, and it should load this every time now. Whatever setting I just did. Cuz this looks like it was before. This looks to be the same. I just turned the lighting down, the intensity down, and render it. And like that looks pretty good. What do we think? Pretty clear, pretty clean. The shadows will still look blue, no doubt. That's how life is. I didn't even notice that the shadows were blue, but I'd rather have blue shadows than like too dark, personally. What's a folded diamond? I'm not sure. It's a diamond, but folded, which is like a terrible answer to a totally valid question. I've looked at it on Wikipedia and then not understood it. I've just never built it. But it is on Wikipedia, I believe, if memory serves. Oh, so this should be +5. I'm not sure if I'm still getting frame drops. I'm not going to reload or anything like that. It's all but fine. I wonder how this is going to change things, if it's going to change things. Is it going to change things? The end point is going to be different. If I'm looking for 45, the end point is going to move in a little bit, which is okay. It'll end up being that way on both sides. The slope will also be affected. I think it'll be okay. Good to start a new one, since quite a lot has changed, and European City is quite rare. Check out Eric Krieger, E. Krieger on YouTube is doing one in my map, in the Little River map, which I think is pretty cool. So I sign off on that. He's doing a great job. European cities tend to be hard because they're so organic, and you really have to like not be into snapping. I'm such a fiend for like perfection, and you really have to let the city kind of flow and imagine a history where it was allowed to flow. Let's see, 7, so we have to go 8 units. minutes. Very nice. Anytime that is on the screen, I'm getting frame drops. Anytime this little thing is on the screen and I move the camera, I lose frames. Because that looks smooth. That looks like 60 FPS. Looks good. Yumble in the jungle? What? In the jungle? On a tropical map? Ooh, goodness. Here's the thing. Starting a series always feels like a good idea. And then I tend to not follow through on it because I really believe in following the fun when it comes to this game. And whatever feels like it's fun that day is what I do. So like today, I was on the fence about what to do during stream. And here we are doing interchanges because it's one I haven't done yet and I enjoy doing it. And I'm just kind of following the fun. And videos are like that too, where I'll just have this idea like, well, what if we explore what a roundabout does in this situation or whatever. I just kind of follow what I think is fun that day and hope for the best. That's how I like doing it. But that also leads to a lack of discipline when it comes to starting and finishing a series. Which I don't know how to overcome that or whatever. I just know that if I force myself to do stuff that I don't like, then I will burn out on this platform. I will burn out as a content creator, and then I won't make anything. So I'm battling that is a little hard, honestly. I play the same game a lot. I play a lot of City Skylines, everybody, just so you know. Some people have asked me, like, how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's the reality, is that if I feel like I'm just starting a city, or if I feel like I'm just continuing a city just to grind it out and make it happen, that doesn't feel as good as being like genuinely inspired about a topic or something. Even if when I started the city I was inspired about it, it doesn't feel as good making myself do it. It's a give and take though. There are days where I sit down and I don't feel like opening the game, and then I make myself do it. That happens a lot. I just hope you can't tell which days is the thing. That's the real trick, is trying to make it look easy, even when it's not sometimes. Because it's easy to say, like, oh, yeah, it's just a video game. It doesn't take any effort or anything, but, like, doing the same thing all the time takes effort. I promise you that. Don't doubt it. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it, but that's my perspective when it comes to starting a series and doing a series looks a lot like that, just for context. A peek behind the curtain, if you will. Content creators do what lets you have the most fun. That's the thing. Yeah, I want to have fun. I never want to be like, oh, I don't want to do this today. Like, I'll cancel stream or I'll not make a video or whatever. I never want to show up and be like a bummer. That's truly not what this is. That's truly not what this is supposed to be, ever. But I just have to follow what's fun. I just have to do what's fun in the moment to kind of keep that. To keep it real, to keep the fun like real and not like force anything. So let's flip this one. Because at the end of the day, this is a big enough part of my income that it's like important that I fulfill. Like, it's important that I show up. At the peril, at my own peril, at a later date. And just for my own pride. Like, I like showing up and doing a good job. So it has to be fun for that reason. Otherwise I'd go insane. I can't afford to go insane right now. Maybe someday I can afford to be super eccentric and lose my mind. Today may not be that day. This is the master plan, everybody. This is the idea, except for these are kind of a weakness here. These are kind of a weak point. Let's see if 20 degrees works again. It may not, but we'll try 20. Or maybe it will. let's see how this ends up looking. 20 degrees, 20 degrees. Let's flip this before I forget. Let's go to town on this and make sure that we can make it happen. I think we got it. More or less. Yeah. That's a thing, right? I think we got a thing going on. He's learning. Good. Oh, yeah. Really, no one should actually be crossing any of these. But they can enter the blocked junction as much as they want to in this situation. And, of course, lane math. Done. Let's finish the adjustments. Oh, and let's slope these too. It'll look a lot nicer with a bit of slopage. Ooh, no traffic light too. Yikes. This is not a lighted situation. I've been live for a while. Yeah. Yeah. It's what I do. I try to go for at least 3 or 4 hours. It's just those who can are called eccentric rather than insane. Right. Eccentric versus insane is generally a level of wealth. It depends how wealthy you are. The interchange isn't lit enough. What? Under 3%, super slick. Oh, yeah, yeah, for the grade? Yes. Check this out. This slope should be 5.5%. Yeah, 5.7. 5.7 is acceptable. There's still a good bit more to be done here, so let's actually redraw this. Similar to the way I did it before, I want to redraw this to put the nodes kind of back where they belong before we adjust the whole thing. How crucial is it that this end in the same place? If that matters at all. It might not matter even a little bit, but by doing this the same... It just shifts all the measurements slightly. Depends on my... Well, these ramps are plenty long for our purposes. It doesn't matter at all, I agree. Yep, as long as that's 6 units, we'll have 6 units on this end too. So we'll go to the same spot and then add on 6 more units. Redraw this one. Doesn't matter if these are in the same place. I just want that to be... Like, this is probably 24. 22, pretty good. We'll take it. So let's put all these where they need to go. It's already good. I think that as far as functionality goes, these ramps are plenty sloped. These ramps are plenty, what's the term? The turn is quite gentle. That's what I would call it. Quite the gentle turn. I've never heard this part of the song. If you guys can hear that, if it's even loud enough for you to appreciate. Now this one, I think the last time I kind of backtracked this way, and it worked well. Ooh. What happens if we actually backtrack this way? Yeah. That's better. So this one can be matched to this one. Because the other one would make it really far, right? Yeah, too far. Which means this can kind of be re-angled. Cap equals lying. Why? I don't understand it either. I'm older than a lot of people think. I don't get it. I don't understand cap. No cap. Have I ever built a DCMI? Yes. You should check out my videos. No, wait. No, I built a DDI. I've never built a DCMI. You're right. You're exactly right. 100%. I kind of want to change this so it hits at the same spot. Now that I'm about to do the markings. Do we all wish this? I kind of wish it. You just try to remember that cap means kappa. Oh, that can't be the origin though. Could it? Absence of cap. Yeah, it's an issue of lack thereof. What do you mean no? It's fine. But yeah, when I do the markings though, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be as good as it could be. They're going to be different from one another. I've tried to make a DCMI. It's really, 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 really dumb. The D in DCMI stands for dumb. There's so many problems that need solving. It's actually so obnoxious, and I wouldn't want to subject anyone to it. I've tried it on stream before. I've tried to do it. DCMI is very hard. Oh, wait. Shoot. Let's try that again. I was changing the wrong parameter. Chevron, and it's the step. The step I want to go to 6. Nice. Yeah, DCMI is tough. Frederico, you can probably build it in vanilla. It's not going to look exactly like this, but it's not going to... you won't be able to place it in your city, because I don't think you can download workshop items on console, right? Mid-20s? No. Closer to mid. Closer to mid the next one. You hate YouTube chat? It holds your message for some reason? I'm sorry, Drachma. This cat means to brag. Oh, it just made a comeback. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, not related to Twitch. Mid-teens? That's it, Cuboid. Yep. I'm a stately 14 years old, obviously. Stately? Is that the word? Definitely something. Very, very good guess from the mods. Good job, Q. Imagine. DCMI is a double crossover merging interchange. It only exists in cities' skylines and your imagination. I'd say it can't hurt you, but it can. But only in your imagination. Which is still real. I'm not saying your imagination isn't real. It is real. That's the scary thing. Almost, Zave. Almost. Almost. I am not within that range, though. I'm young at heart. I'm young at heart. That's all I can say. You know, should I actually swap this out for the old split road? Where's this one? This one here. What if we do this instead? Wouldn't that be so much cooler? Because then the median continues on. And it's like safer and better for everyone's health. Wouldn't that be neato mosquito? I think this is the way to go. I can turn up the speed limit too if we want, but I think that's the way to go. This has to be that. But yeah, I think that is a better option for separation. Functionality-wise, the other one wins, but whatever. Functionality, schmunctionality. Neato bandito, yes. Yeah, but would you rather have them hit the median or hit the oncoming car? Because that's what the median is for. It's a curb at the end of the day. They're just going to curb their tire. Yikes. The new roads don't like the stretched option. There's something about the texture on the new roads that really just doesn't jive. Maybe we'll just do custom and then fill it in. Let's just do custom and then fill it in with this in here. Yikes. Looking a little weird. Just a little. Or should I go middle? Just go middle and be done with it? Middle doesn't quite work here. Custom. Maybe we'll only shift the blue. Yeah, there it is. That's the secret sauce. And we'll go 9 meters. 10, 9. I like how 9 looks better. So we'll put these to 0 and shift the red one 9. 8, 9. Yeah. As long as it's the same, that's all that matters. The ground looks weird. Thank you. Intersection. Very bonita. Thank you, wasn't me. I appreciate it. Gracias. Gracias. I assume it's Spanish, but I could be wrong. Too bad you can't put a guardrail between lanes. Nerdy side, what's wrong? 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, all the counting? Middle is good. Yeah, no, DCMI is good, but it doesn't exist in real life. It's just not a... It's not real. It can't hurt you. It doesn't exist. We made it up. Pure fiction. It was written by a group of writers. It just doesn't exist in reality. That's all. It exists in our imaginations and our hearts. But not in reality. That's how it has to be for now. Enter blocked junction all around. Don't cross anywhere. No one should be able to even arrive at this point. They can't get here. Oh, don't apply the marking. Yeah, we're going to make new markings. This is going to look slightly weird. Actually, it doesn't. It looks fine. This is good. Can I do a concrete guard median rail with the new intersection marking tool? Yeah, I don't know if that works on assets, and I also don't want to make people tied to it. Oh, shoot. What's default? I can't remember. I was about to wonder if I did the right marking on this last time, but there's no marking on the last one because it's 2 separate networks. It just doesn't exist. Stripes are good. The step will go up to 6, and then this will actually be angled. Like that. This one, same kind of idea, except totally different. Pavement. It would be super duper cool if I could make it look exactly the same, but I don't think I can. I think that's about as clean as that gets. And it looks like the thing is perfectly lined up. I'm really glad that all the new networks... My favorite part about the update is all the new networks. That's all I can... I cannot stress that enough. Really, really love all the new networks. They're very, very good. Look at that. And it's lined up correctly with intersection marking tool. No movement required. It's all... They did great. They did a really good job. Try lines on the side of it? I don't think so. Not here. I wish it would be nice if I could take the filler and add a curb to it, but it's already the curb material. It's already how it is. I mean, I can try lines. I don't... Oh. No. Nope, it's gonna stay just like that. And no one's going to be the wiser. Chat, you won't tell anyone, right? You're not going to rat me out, right? The lines won't show. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. It's okay. It's okay. It was worth trying. DCMI is so fetch. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Yeah, Oak Tree. Trumpet is the best 3, it would be my favorite tri-directional interchange. On this one, I probably just shouldn't even add the lines, right? We'll just do the same thing. Thusly. No crossing over. No messing around. Don't do it. Yikes. This side is totally perfect. This side leaves something to be desired. So let's kind of... Yeah. I'll do distance from median as well to kind of ease this whole operation. Like if we do filler offset from median, I should be able to nudge this back a little. Just to the end there. And then I can kind of eyeball these pieces. As you do. It's as perfect as it can be, I think. Oh no, there's medians on both sides. Wait, what? I can't just do one? I can't just do one of them? I have to do both? Okay. Well, that's small unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll recover. Actually, that's not bad, just as is. Yeah, that's fine, right? Much cleaner. I think that's as good as it's going to get. It's unfortunate that this isn't the pavement texture. It's its own texture is the thing. Just a lack of foresight. How could they have known that that wouldn't be okay later? I will never recover from this. Yeah, I know. You're not dramatic at all. I'll rat you out. Don't rat me out. Don't tell anyone. It'll be our little secret. Yikes. So here's what I mean. The old networks are lined up like perfectly. Texture to functionality. This one is just not. Like you gotta move it over a little. For this one, I'm gonna do it from the actual driving lane and not the parking lane, because I think that's the cleanest result. I think. Same thing. It's just not the functional dot of the lane is in a different position from the line of the texture. But once again, how could they have known? How could they have known that we would be doing this? In 2015, they didn't assume anybody wanted to do this. And I wouldn't have assumed I wanted to do this either, but here we are. Look at it. Does console support mods? It does not. Jay, welcome in, though. It doesn't, but there's still plenty of game to be had. Oh, I'm going to copy one of these. Yep, let's borrow that one. Paste it. Okay. I jumped the gun on that one. I don't know if I'll ever recover. Perfect. Maybe even on this one, maybe we'll just hit it with this. Let's see how good of a job I did on the first one. Slight changes to be made. Just to cover up that dotted line. Or dashed line. Just saying, the new networks don't have this problem. It's not a thing on the new ones. They were very careful. They knew that we could see all of the little changes. You'd say keep it that way? What, all weird? No. We mustn't. We mustn't. We mustn't. Just kind of eyeball this until they're covered. I'm just matching the texture, because the texture does not match how the road is actually created. And this just kind of proves that. This texture might not even be straight. It's about as good as that gets, I think. If we want to be real picky, then we do this. And then we go to Traffic Manager and turn on no parking. And that kind of... That's that. That's what you get. This is going to have to be flat, I think. Yeah. Just has to be. Oh no! That's easily fixed, though. It's a filler. This filler, we can dip it a little bit. Where's the height? This one. This one right here. There we go. Did I turn on all the right policies? Yep, let him enter the junction, let him enter the junction. I think that that's it, unless I forgot any of these magically. No, put it back. Those are matched to the highway, as this one should be too. Yes, already is. What do we think? Sure about the direction of those chevrons? I am, 100%. You thought they were basically supposed to point the same way from the arterial perspective because they're reversed from the direction of the driver? Chevrons always point this way. Look at how this is. People say it all kinds of different ways. I think of it as if there were a flat line, if it were just a line straight across, the traffic driving past it would kind of break the line in the direction that it's going. That's what it's always going to be. So on this one, it's going the opposite way. It's pointed in the direction where traffic is pushing it that way. That's literally how it works. I've had people argue like, well, that's not how it is in my country. And then I Google their country and lo and behold, it's very much the same everywhere. The direction of the chevrons. Do I dare flip all these to 20? Is that actually better or not? I think it's better. Flip all those to 20. It'll be nicer. Yep. Can't wait to pick this up. Yeah, it's going up tonight. It's going up in a minute here. Any other changes that we can think of? I really think that's it. I think that's the whole thing. Are the stripes the right way? Yep. Yep. Think about the same thing I just said. The same exact thing I just said. It always starts in your mind. Draw a line perpendicular to the traffic coming at it. The traffic will always knock it in the direction that it's going. So the right lane will knock it this way. The left lane will knock it this way. That's what it is. That's the only way I can think of it. I think of it like, you know, saloon doors, like in cowboy movies. The saloon, the swinging doors. Think of it like that. When you push through the swinging door, it moves it moves away from you. No matter which side of the thing it's on, it moves away from you. And the chevrons are exactly the same. Union Pacific Valley Yard is in North Platte, Nebraska. I don't know. Roadburner, what are you talking about? Looks good? Did we get it? Yeah, that's what it is. You've always thought of it as the line slope away from traffic. Right, but the thing about saying that to someone else is they're gonna... It doesn't really bridge the gap. If that works for you, then good, but that device might not work for other people. So I'm trying to think of a way. It's just... The line always starts off straight, perpendicular to the vehicles. So check it out. Here's how it works. Once and for all, the line will start like this in your mind from this day forward. There it is. The line is horizontal. Then the traffic obeying the laws go through it. Oh, the car knocked this one further back. Oh, the cars are knocking this one further back this way in the, approaching direction. So it goes that it got knocked back by the traffic following the law correctly, and now it looks like this. Chevrons do the same thing, but they're to denote merges and splits, so they're not slashes like that. They are to denote merging. So this traffic is pushing the line away from itself, and the other one is pushing it away from itself, and it breaks in the middle. Does that make does that? It's all about finding a device that works for you. I wish I could find one that works for everybody. That's the closest that I have mentally. I think of it as a cowboy swinging door. That's all I can say is I think of it as when you push through the door, the way that the doors go away from you, the center goes away from you. That's exactly how lines and chevrons work. That is exactly the same principle. If you're driving past the lines and it shaves the side of your car, it's facing the wrong way. Isn't that weird? That's also how I think of it. So like, if this is facing this way, if you're driving by, this is a chic Gillette Ultra Mega Super Trimmer 10 blade razor, and you're driving by it, and the side of your car, which has hair on it, like Dumb and Dumber, they have a furry dog car in the original movie, and it shaves the side of it with the chic Gillette Ultra. They are the exact wrong direction. You gotta turn them around. They should be cowboy doors. Cowboy doors, not not razors. Oh, aren't metaphors really fun? Isn't that really, really interesting? This is the wrong direction. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's the point. That one is the wrong... I put it the wrong direction to illustrate the chic Gillette razor metaphor. I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. I'm not some conjurer of cheap tricks. I do like Cheap Trick the band, though. Never shave a cowboy door. Whatever you take away from this TED Talk, I hope it's helpful. Yeah, I think this is all good. I like what I'm seeing. The angles all look right. This could be even narrower, but I don't actually want to change it, is the weird thing. So asset editor, take the picture. Say cheese, everyone. Are you saying cheese? Say cheese, quick. Now's your chance. Say cheese. Cheese. A little more cheese. Right there. Gorgeous. Fromage. Cheese. Limburger. Cowboy razor. Got it. I'm so sorry if my explanation of the direction that lines are supposed to go was more confusing. But if it confused you more, send me a message and I'll figure out a better... I'll figure out a better metaphor if you need. Am I going to decorate? I mean, it's as decorated as it can be without adding trees. There is a tree limit on assets. Oh, look at how perfect. Look at this. Well, here. Here's the best way to illustrate. I wanted the picture to be about the same, and I think I did okay. As far as like eyeballing it, I got those thumbnail eyes where I'm like, what's the angle? What's the angle so I can fit it within a certain area and leave room for text off to the side? That's how I see interchanges, is like, how do I frame this? This one I got a little closer on it somehow. But yeah, that's good framing right there. Compare and contrast. It's the same. YUMBLive's Trumpet. Service. Does everyone understand the difference between service interchange and system interchange? YUMBLive's Trumpet service. YUMBLive's Trumpet service. Now we get to test them. As long as I spelled everything right. Yeah, it looks good to me. Easy metaphor, you cannot enter the chevron lines if they are the wrong way. Yes, it's to keep you out. What do you mean, no? Oh, you don't know that? Okay, so service interchanges are for getting cars on and off the highway. Service interchanges like this are an access point. The Trumpet is a terrible example. The Trumpet is the worst example imaginable. The difference between this which for some reason does that. You just have to click it with node controller and it fixes. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if I can fix it. I don't think so. But yeah, we've got that. The difference between that interchange, the topography of it, and the built-in trumpet, the built-in thing here. Ready? Here's my TED talk on, oh no, what's going on under the bridge? That sucks. I hope that it's not doing that for people, but it probably is. Anyway, the difference between these two, this is a system interchange. It is for connecting one highway to another highway. It is a cloverleaf. This is a cloverleaf doing almost all the same thing. Ignore the lane separation there. That's neither here nor there. It's connecting to an arterial rather than another highway. This is for getting traffic on and off of the highway. That's the difference. So this one is a service interchange because it serves the highway. It serves as an access point from your city to the highway. This one serves as a system interchange because it's designed to expand your highway system. Does that make sense? System interchanges are bigger. They have to be free-flowing. There can't be any left turns on them, no conflict. Like an example, if you want to take it a step further, is that the partial cloverleaf that we made last stream, that's in the workshop. If I can find it here, I'll put it down. Partial cloverleaf. Why can't I see it? Oh, it's these. It's these. It is here. All right, Parklow. The partial cloverleaf is a service interchange because there's allowed to be conflict on it. But basically, the distinction really, that's part of it, but the real distinction is you're going from a road that may have conflict allowed to a road that does not have conflict allowed. So you're going, it's highway access. Does that make sense? Does that land for everybody? Highway access point is a service interchange. It's service to the highway, service on and off of the highway. It's a directional interchange. You can go any direction on it, except back the way you came, unless you set it up that way. Whereas a system interchange is for connecting one highway to another. This would be a service variant. It's the reason that I named this one Cloverleaf Service Interchange, is what I actually called it, because it's service to get from that arterial on and off the highway. Right? Tar Heel, welcome in. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. I've been ranting about interchanges, but that's not really news. That's like kind of normal, kind of typical stuff, right? Your city skylines is you need a service point. Yeah, so the problem is you could use this to get on and off the highway, and I have people saying like, why can't you make a free-flowing service interchange? Because then if you need a free-flowing service interchange, you're connecting a highway to another highway for all intents and purposes. The road has not diminished enough to not be a highway. It has to have diminished to a point where you can have a bit of conflict to be a service interchange. It has to diminish to that point to where this road is lower in the hierarchy, in road hierarchy, where you go from highway / freeway. So freeway, arterial, collector, local. That second road has to not be a highway transitioning to another highway. If it is that, you need a system interchange. If that second crossroad has diminished enough, then you can use a service interchange as an access point. If it hasn't diminished far enough, then you still need a system interchange, because even if it's this same type of network, even if it's this same exact thing, like this 6-lane road here, even if it's that, but it needs to be a stack because there's too much traffic, this is still a highway then. You haven't actually, the road hierarchy is no different. If this is a highway, if it's carrying a highway's worth of traffic, it may as well be a highway. And that's that. Parklow are service. That is correct. Maybe I have it back. Did I say it? So service interchanges are service on and off the highway. System interchanges are for connecting one highway to another. That's the That's it in one sentence. In a nutshell, that's it in one sentence. As I cover this whole map with interchanges. I think I've saved this. I know I've saved it, so let's quit to desktop. And we're going to test out these trumpets. Test the trumpets. Yeah, Saint Gospel. You can kind of feel the difference, though, right? Like, one feels like it's local, like a local interchange or something. Does that make sense? One... It feels different because partial cloverleafs, you're allowed to make a left turn across oncoming traffic because that's not a freeway. And that's the difference. When somebody says, why can't we have a free-flowing service interchange? By that logic, road hierarchy is out the window, because then it's like, well, why don't you just use stacks everywhere? Why don't you have a totally conflict-free city and just make tiny little stack interchanges? That would be a fun like meme to put in the workshop, wouldn't it? Here, I actually have to go behind that. There it is. I'm supposed to be behind that. Because you could make a conflict-free city if you just have a bunch of little stacks everywhere, a bunch of little stack interchanges. Totally conflict-free, but like you have to draw that line somewhere. So why not draw that line in the right place, right? Yeah, we'll do that one. Is it possible to make a stack interchange? It is. I've got 2 videos about the stack, but there's plenty of information about that. Tar Heel, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Zach, I'm good. How are you? Good evening. Guys, I'll be right back. This is going to take a minute to load. I'll be back in a minute. It all works out. The math all checks out. I'm not going to subject you to ads. I'm over the ads. I'm done with it. Ta-da! Why is it nighttime? What is going on? Oh no. Well, I'm back. All right, let's think about this. It's not actually nighttime. It's noon. Well, it's not going to be the LUT. I already changed the LUT. It's going to be the exposure. Unless, let's see what carried over. Is there a LUT? Yeah, the LUT is already on. Let's check render it. The lighting is down. Maybe I just have to unpause. Nope, it's not the sun. Good enough. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Yeah, that works. The roads are insanely dark on these settings, so let's actually fix that. So we're going to test out the trumpets before I put them up on the workshop. It is weird, isn't it? There we go. Maybe even a little lighter. I don't want them to be annoyingly dark. I want them to be slightly dark, but not like crazy dark. 105 is good. All right. So let's do the service trumpet since we're already kind of in service mode. It just does that. Whenever it loads in, those nodes just don't agree with the game. Very strange. Maybe I will have to update that to fix it. So let's measure. Let's see what we have here. This is the service variant, so this one is for getting traffic on and off the highway. It looks good. Everything is intact. Looks just like we built it. Just like the day it was born. Pretty good, pretty good. You love to see it. You bet I wish for wine? Why? I had wine last stream, but I don't really drink that much. And I mean it. I'm not just saying it. I mean it. 44 units wide. 23 units from the center. So let's say 23 units right there. We're just going to eliminate one of the directions entirely. It's going to be this one. This one's going to go away. I'm even going to delete the spawn point because we're not going to need it. Just so there's no temptation for cars to use any of this. I was slightly off, and I don't really know why. Dang it. No. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Alright, I'm just going to add like a little extra. Just a little... 3 units is probably too much, but we'll try it anyway. Interchange. Yeah, 3 units is too much. We just need to shave off 1 unit, I think. There it is. Got it. Is it perfect? I think it is. I do like to put these down exactly like aligned. You're always a little off. That's okay. It's all right. It'll be fine. I wish they released a secondary version of this. The medium... Oh. Medium road fixed height? That's weird. I wonder what the fixed height means. Well, anyway. We got lane math issues, but that's okay. Not that worried about it. And of course, this is a trumpet, so it really shouldn't have any problems. I can't think of any reason why it would. Yeah, that's the result. That's how it'll look in your city. The reason that this is service... Have I heard of the trombone interchange? It's the sliding brass interchange. No. Oh, fixed height is it... Oh, I see. Like the fishing dock. That's weird because this pulled up... Very strange, because I selected the road that I used, and it says it's medium road fixed height, but... Let's just see. 4-lane road? Oh, no. They're not different, though, are they? Oh. That one's sunken. I don't think they're actually any different. If I use picker to select this one... Oh, it does bring me to that. I don't think it actually matters. Maybe because the interchange is an asset? Maybe. I don't think it should matter. Oh, I didn't adjust the speed limit on this little ramp here, but... Ooh, and I just saw them cross wildly. So the way we solve that, I went over this in the previous video. The way you solve that crazy lane changing, go to your traffic manager settings. This, I don't know why this isn't saved in this save already, but you want to enable highway-specific merging splitting rules. It's under, so traffic manager settings, go to policies, always turn on enable highway-specific lane merging splitting rules. And that will automatically cause them to use the correct lane. It'll automatically cause them to merge correctly and split correctly, rather than crossing over. So it's the same as, oops, it's the same as adding these lines, but you don't have to, because you've already turned that on. So they're just invisibly always there. Michelle, no, just do it the other way. If I had thought of it, I would have changed the speed limit on this, but it is kind of cute that they're moseying. You see how slow they are? See how cute it is? They're just moseying along. They're not in a hurry or anything. This dump truck illegally driving on the highway. They're still doing it though? It takes a minute. So the cars have to repath is the thing. So existing vehicles may have done it. If I let it keep running, they'll stop doing it, I promise. They have to. Let me double check that it's turned on. I don't want to wait and have it not. Yep, highway-specific lane merging splitting rules. That's all there is to it. I trust that it'll work out. I trust that the merging and splitting will work correctly from henceforth. You can Hugo there if you really want to, but you don't need to. You don't need to. You can just turn that on. For highways, it doesn't work anywhere else, but for highways, definitely. Trust the system, exactly. They're the same photo? They're the same photo. Oh, is that an office joke? Hugo. Hugo there, Hugo there. So it's a Biffa reference, everybody. For those of you that don't know, let me initiate you. Biffa is known for saying you go, right? You go there, you go there, you go there, but he's saying Hugo there, Hugo there. So it became a comment. Ooh, this one lost its thing in the shuffle. Oh, it did lose its thing in the shuffle because I updated this road, I think. Yep. Yep, those two lines are not saved in the asset currently. Let's see how it looks. If we're going to go and fix that, let's put this up to 30 at least, right? Can I put it up to 30? Is that fair, just to make it the same as this road? Maybe even more. Put it up to like 40. I also have the game slowed down a little bit. I have it on 0.7 times speed, because I think that's actually... Like, this is actually more similar to how cars look. Like, from drone height. For cinematics, I always slow it down, because this is a bit more plausible looking. Not on that bend. No, probably not. It's up to them to slow down, though. You gotta watch the signs. Yikes. I have curb height adjuster, so all my curbs are shorter than standard. But yeah, this is what it does. This is what the thing does. Are they slowing down? It may also be prudent if we're gonna load up this asset again. Oh, it's already on. Never mind. If they're slowing down, there's actually absolutely nothing I can do. They are slowing down, though. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. If they decide to brake at the top of the hill, brake check their person behind them. clean. It's clean enough. 25 on the inner bend. I'm not... It's okay. No, overall, I think it's good. It's good enough to release to the workshop. The one thing that it's missing, the only thing it's missing, is the asset doesn't have these two Hugos baked into it yet. Hugo there, Hugo there. They're not baked in yet. It's because with Traffic Manager, if you upgrade a network, so if I grab this road and I upgrade it to itself, it resets the road and the Traffic Manager settings are no longer there. It's because this was once highway and then I turned it into road, two-lane road with median, two-way road with median. So those got lost, which means that some traffic may see it fit. It's not going to follow the highway rules necessarily, is what it means. So you'll see that truck did it. So that isn't baked into the asset currently, which is kind of sad. Fixed road is identical. Only difference is when placed as part of an asset, they terraform. Oh, okay. Ristocat, thank you for checking. I'm quite sure. The weird thing is I'm quite sure that I used this version from the menu. I didn't. It's only Picker that's pulling it up is the weird thing. So Picker is reading this as the fixed height road. And it's reading this. Well, I drew this with the fixed height road because I used Picker to pick that one. But when I made the asset, I selected it from this menu. Unless maybe they made a change in the asset editor where like it just picks the one that's guaranteed to work with assets, maybe. Yeah, is it worth loading to fix the Hugo? Overall, it all works. Overall, I'm very satisfied with that as a thing. Let's check the other one. It's going to fit in that exact amount of space. The highways are correct, but I'm not sure if the other one is correct. Let's see. Oh, and of course it wants highway, so it's not even relevant. Ooh, are they different widths? Oh, they're different widths. I'm a bad person. No, it's fine. It's actually not a big deal. That's not worth changing to me. They're both the same in that they have 6-unit ends baked in. Now, these should be pretty close. Yeah, close enough. Close enough for government work. Our lane math is going to be all wrong, but that's all right. That's just life. That's how it goes. Now these, they will obey the splitting rules even without controls or anything like that. Everyone should pretty much pick up where they left off. This one is clearly designed for connecting a highway, one highway system to another highway system, or one highway to another highway. I would fix it, but I'm not you. I'm going to fix it. I'm just glad that this one doesn't need fixing. Right? Do you see any problems with this? Pretty simple, pretty clean. I see no issues with this one. It looks to be perfect. This one is clearly the higher flow option because these roads are a bit faster and a bit more swoopish. Not even really. They're not even more. They're the radius is quite tight, actually. This is a tighter radius than the other one, but whatever. It's still 5 units. So 5 units is... What's 5 times 8? 48? So it's a 48-meter radius turn, which is not small. 40? Oh, it's 40. I'm sorry. It's a 40-meter radius turn. Sorry. Yep, it's 40. I was wrong. Shh, Chad, come on, I was wrong. I'm never wrong. That's why everyone freaks out whenever I'm wrong. It's because it just never happens. except for the times when it does. I can't account for those, though. I don't know. It's something of an anomaly. Maybe you just think I'm wrong. I get humbled every day. Every day. But yeah, a 40-meter radius. What do you think about 40-meter radius on turns? I'm not really, like, meter savvy. I don't really have a brain for meters. But does that seem like it would be a fairly gentle turn in real life? I think it's kind of medium. I think it's fairly medium. It's a social construct. What, correctness? Rule 1, Yumble is never wrong. Except when I am. But even then... even then, who knows? I was testing you. Yeah, it was just a test. I was just making sure that you knew basic math. I wish I could blame it on not knowing about meters, but that's not really it. So I think I just have to fix the other one, because this one looks very capable. Look at these splits. Look at all this splitting. Like, that's the most interesting part of the whole thing. This, like... Maybe face it this way. If I were to make a cinematic, it would be like... This area here is where all the action is really occurring. This is where the trumpet is tooting the hardest. That's where the bugle is blowing, okay? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. That's the pit of the trumpet. It's right there. You can see it. I just need to draw some sound lines. You can hear it. Stream's kind of different than the videos, isn't it? Long-form Yumble is a bit unhinged in comparison, I'd say. But yeah, that's the idea. Are we still playing Skylines? Yeah, of course. That's what we do. Adel, welcome back. 5 times 8 equals 40. 8 times 5 equals 48. Yeah, that's how it works. Blue, welcome in. Thank you. You like the bugle. 2 New Zealand dollars. Are they called New Zealand dollars? What are they? What's the currency? Oh, it converts it automatically. $1.17. There you go. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so this one... The other one needs a little bit of fixing. We might be able to even make some decisions regarding the speed limit on it as well. They are called New Zealand dollars. I want to say that sounds made up. But whenever somebody says it sounds made up, I want to say everything's made up. Find me something that's made by humans that's not made up. It's all made up. If it's language, made up. Entirely made up. Everything's made up. There is objective reality, but like I'm just saying, all the stuff that we made is definitely made up. Do you know how I know that? Because we made it up. Ooh, nope. We want to go to the editor. Asset editor, load. We'll load it with our fancy theme. Currency is definitely made up. I'll tell you that for sure. Currency is absolutely made up. That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's Australia, though. That's a different country. Different place. Different place. You agree. They use euros there. Oh, goodness. I made it up. Let's see if I can find that without getting copy striked. Isn't it transformational if I'm down in the corner laughing at it?
Nope. It's false. No way.
Oh, I paused it. Come on. This is, what's the show? It's like Mortal Mysteries or something?
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction.
It's fiction.
It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It
Not this
never
time.
happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened.
His
We made
outfits,
this
too.
one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Fiction. That's really funny. It's Jonathan Frakes, who I think was on Star Trek. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to fix this every time apparently. We made it up. It's a complete fabrication. The service variant is the problem, right? Yeah, I thought so. Star Trek. Probably with Kirk. With Shatner, I would assume. I'm not your guy when it comes to knowing stuff about Star Trek, but he's familiar to me. Wait. Render it. Yep, render it. Lighting. The lighting is already down. So it must be this one? The exposure is too high? It's alright, I'm going to use the same picture from before. I don't really understand why things are the way they are. We made it up. This one was written by writers. It was a complete fabrication. Like, how many different ways can you say that it's not real? We made it up. It's still too bright. Probably about there. I just don't want it to hurt your eyes. Your eyes are sensitive, chat. Your eyes are you only get one set of eyes. Generally speaking. It's complete fiction. Yeah, that's good. I'm not taking a picture, so it doesn't really matter. So what did we need to change? He said rhetorically. Yep. We made it up. I'm just saying, I don't think I even have access to the other road. Maybe I do. I don't want to mess around with it, really. I'm going to leave this as is. I don't want to redo any of it. Just a yumble stumble. Yes. My synthetic eyes. Yes. What do your elf eyes see? They're heading to Isengard. What is it? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Should I change the speed limit? I feel like 35 is okay. Or at least 30. Right? At least 30 on the bridge. Potatoes. What are we thinking? I don't grumble. Grumble. I grumble a little. Obi-Wanka. Nice mashup. Asset and game have different settings. You upped it because it was so dark. Yeah, that's weird. I'll have to figure it out. I guess it's because I haven't saved stuff. After the curve. So turn all of this to... I'd like to make it all one speed. Because the other one is 50 miles per hour the whole way around. The whatever variant. Let me make sure. Did this work? Good. So let's change this to 30 the whole way around. Just so traffic doesn't bunch up coming on and off at this point. That's all I want. 30, 30, 30. We made it up. 30, 30, 50, 50. That's fine. That's how it's going to go. Slow down. Slow down, you know down. All right. It looks good. The lines, the angles, the way that this splits, everything looks correct from where I'm standing. Does that look okay? Anything else? I'm just doing 30, everyone. 30 on this entire road. I don't want any more slowdowns. I don't want any complaints. I don't want anything. I want nothing. I just want it to work. That's all. Beautiful. I think it's good. Need a banking on that bend? No. I've never banked roads. That's too much work, man. I gotta draw the line somewhere. It's just too much. Chimichanga stand? There are interchanges where the homeowner didn't want to give up their property, so there's like a driveway in the loop of an interchange, and they're like, okay, we'll just put an interchange around your house then. All right, let's save it. I think we got it. Holanda, thank you. Is it Neolor? Thank you. I really appreciate it. What is R? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Enjoy the constant noise. Yeah, right. At your own peril. Neolor, thank you for making it to a stream. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Forgive me. It's not a word that I've seen before, but thank you for being here. We're going to save it. It's going to try to take a picture. I don't really want it to, but R dollars are my favorite. Naylor. Okay. Same as Naylor. Thank you. I'll try to remember. The trick is remembering everything. It's a lot. Pirate bucks? What? No way. It's complete fiction. We made it up. It's weird that it just added an extra picture. That looks right. This one, I want it right to the edge, so that's fine. So 1 or 2 is good. And this one, I think, is exactly how it's supposed to be. YUMBL's Trumpet service. I think we got it, everyone. Save. Yes. 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs way up. Pirate money. Oh my god. I don't understand what that means. I don't get the joke about the pirate money. Except as pirate currency. I don't. I'm not a citizen of Earth, apparently. Let me make sure that saved. I'm pretty sure it did. We should say service 821. Yep. Works for me. Oh my goodness. Now I'm hungry. I'm going to end up uploading these tonight. Do people want this right now? Like right now, right now? How soon? Getting mocked for his currency knowledge. YouTube is a journey where people are very generously, I'm not complaining by a long shot, but people hook me up in these currencies, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I got pounds wrong the other night. I said euros because whoever decided that it's like an L, which L for pounds, is that some old English? That eludes me, but it looks like an L with a line through the middle. I'm like, oh, that must be an E. So I'm like, thanks for the X number of euros, and I got blasted for not knowing. I'm starting to think it's the world that's wrong and not me. I'm not the problem. It's everyone else. That's the only logical... That's the only logical thing, is that everyone else is... The facts are wrong. Have we considered that, everyone? Before coming to me... I swear I'm not a narcissist. I'm like a small I'm not a big narcissist. I'm like a small one, not an enormous one. I swear. It's within spec. It's within spec. I'm not insane. I'm not unwell. Assets. Trumpet. Oh, cool. So now we've got the double trumpet, the service trumpet, and the system trumpet. It's a complete set. From the Latin word libra, like a book, like a book in Spanish. Narcissist-ish. Well, all right. Nurisat, I know where my skills lie, for sure. And then other than that, I don't know. I get a lot of stuff wrong. Oh, it requires Sunset Harbor. I don't want it to require Sunset Harbor, right? Is that just the update, or is that the DLC? It's the DLC, isn't it? It's the DLC. I don't want it to require the DLC. Oh, Ugh. All right, I'll share the system version right now, post haste. That will be in my workshop momentarily. Uploading, committing changes. There it is. The system interchange is ready. It requires mass transit. So let's actually put that. Let's make sure it uploaded okay. Okay. That worked fine. I am going to notate, just bare minimum is saying that it requires mass transit. I have to do that kindness. There we go. It requires mass transit. I'll throw the links on there too. So why wouldn't I? Cool. So that's close enough. If you want this, this exists. The picture came out good. It's one of the better pictures because I can get close to it. Like I said, it's the dimensions of it are very good for 16 by 16 to 9 ratio. The dimensions of this are very photogenic. But yeah, it's in chat now if you want it. Some of the weirder... I think 5-way and 6-way interchanges are a... There's a fundamental problem that needs to be solved, is the thing. If that's the case, if that's what's up. I swore I'd never go back again, but I'm going back. I'm going back in for more. More punishment. Oh, and I'm going to have to adjust the lighting again. Aren't I? Am I? I'm not sure. It's all made up. It's complete fiction. Thank you, Naylor. Thank you. I think you're the first early bird, actually. Thank you. You're not the first early bird. Patreon also has an early bird special. But, Naylor, welcome to an elite club that will get videos a day early. Thank you. 2-way interchange next, yes. There it is. Naylor, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love how symmetrical. Look at all that. You see the boxes? Really nice. They did a great job with this layout, is what that means, because my thing is centered. Amped eye? Isn't me? Yep, 2-way interchange. When I think of a 2-way interchange... Here's what I actually think of. 1 second. Sorry you can't see anything. This is what I actually think of. This is a bi-directional roundabout. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's not a roundabout for going around all the way, nor is it for turning any other direction. I've looked up why. It's apparently to slow down. We're on Wikipedia, so I can tell you why. But yeah, it's a bi-directional roundabout. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice idea? The reason... Can you see how, like... Is there a dark mode? I'm getting my eyes blasted right now. I'm sorry, everyone. Designed as a circular shape, forces drivers to slow down, allows for pedestrian access along the one-way circular route, including crosswalks that allow pedestrian access to the inner and outer sidewalks of the circle. I thought there was another reason, like for the fish. I mean, I'm wrong. But... Oh, look, the lighting is fixed. That's cute. The service variant is what's messed up. Get some. Cuboid, what's the shortcut for picker? Is there a shortcut? Well, actually, here, let's use find it. And let's find 4-lane road. This as distinct from that. I don't see it. I don't see the Y. What's the other one called? T. God bless you. No, I'm all out of T. Oh, picker doesn't work in the S editor. It just doesn't. Sorry. There's the test. That's okay. That's how it goes. How can I be sure that this is... Without picker, how can I be sure that this is the correct asset? Other than Other than just kind of scanning the other ones, making sure there's not some other... Yeah, I don't see it. Networks. Here's another test. I can turn off anarchy. And I can select... Well, here, let's see this. Oh, it's right next to it. It is a separate entry, but I'm just... Oh, jeez. All right. 4-lane road. Right? Can everyone... with all of you as witnesses to what's about to happen. Why can't I do anything? Right? Why can't I do it? I've never actually seen this before. That's very, very strange. I'm going to have to redraw it. I'm just going to copy the markings. It's fine. Copy the marking before we get too far. Copy it. Oh, and I have to copy this one too. I got a better idea. I'll copy this one because I really don't want to save a preset. This one's harder to do. So we'll copy this one and then I'll remake the other one and that's fine. Am I crazy? I can draw it. I can upgrade that one. I can upgrade any other road. Oh, it's because that one's locked. It's because that piece is locked. That's what it has to be. At the risk of causing a bunch of problems, should I just redraw it and save myself a huge hassle? I'm kind of selling you on that, but I think that I could just click it with unlock. I think this will work equally as well. It was a locked segment because that one's designed for use with assets. Sweet. Right? Let's triple check. That's the non-Sunset Harbor version. Click. Awesome. Grab this. Paste in the markings that I copied. Are they forwards, backwards? It doesn't matter. It's all close enough. Check. Delete that. Re-add this before I forget, because I will forget. We already know. I've done it before. I got it, right? I got it. That's it. There's nothing else I can do. This is the correct network. The thing is reinstated. Did these save? Yep, 30 miles per hour. Awesome. That has to be it. That has to be it. There's nothing else I can do. Do it again. I missed it. I'm not... That has to be it. That's all I can say. Okay. Yeah, I think it's... Cuboid, I think because that is only supposed to be seen. You can only see it and find it when you're in a regular game. It's unlocked because I'm in the asset editor. Just like how you can see this. You can see like toll road and like airplane road. Like all of that like more network stuff, type stuff. All the stuff you have to unlock with mods. The chevrons are pointed the right way. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Save it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed and also angry. I'm not mad. I'm just upset and rather peeved and slightly annoyed at such a technicality. The service variant. Yep. Yep. Looks good. YUMBL's Trumpet service. YUMBL's Trumpet, YUMBL's Trumpet, YUMBL's Trumpet. Say it 10 times fast. Don't say it 3 times in the mirror because I will appear and you're not going to like it. Because I'm peeved. Save, right? I am about to overwrite it, yeah. Insanity, thy name is Parklow. What is this? Trumpet. Insanity, thy name is Trumpet. I think we can go to the main menu right now. Save us a little time. We're not going to reload the game, so I can just go to the... Oh, God. That's why everyone's been posting a screenshot of this, and, like, it's because they're loading to the main menu instead of quitting out. If you use mods, you can't go to the main menu. There's massive memory leakage if you keep reloading. Failed generating error message. Yeah. I should be able to do this, though. We're not going to reload the game. We're just going to assets, but always quit out, generally. Unless you're doing what I'm doing, and you just want to post a thing real quick. All right, YUMBL's Trumpet service variant. Right? Right. Right. Publish. You like the Klingon text? My city Skylines has a demon. When you use quit after the save, it doesn't quit. I've tried that and it works for me. I can't... I'm not sure though. I don't know if it's different for everyone or... But yeah, if you click quit after save, I've not seen it not work yet. Who already did this? Take my points. Somebody was there, Johnny on the spot, to take my points real quick. Literally before I was able to load it, and I loaded it as quick as I could. Who was it? Were you refreshing? Someone was refreshing on my page here. It requires mass transit. Done. It makes a daemon. CS with mods is a demon, which is specifically suspiciously close to daemon as it is. Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. Yep, that's good. I would like to link back and forth between the two of them, I think. So here, we'll open up a copy of the system interchange as well. Files you've posted. It's weird that this one has the search result. I think we did it though. I think that'll be quite enough. It's one of my favorites. That's for sure. Should I link them back and forth to each other? I also have a collection of interchanges, and I don't know if I've added the new ones to the collection, but it doesn't matter. You can see it in my workshop as well. Subbed and subbed. Michelle, enjoy. Remember, everyone, system is for connecting one highway to another. I'll do a nice little write-up in a minute here after a snack. But yeah, system is for connecting highways. Connect highways. Service is for connecting your city to the highway, as opposed to one highway to another. So this one is meant to get traffic on and off the highway. This one is meant to connect one highway to another. Service, small. System, big. Same size. Doesn't matter. Same topography. This one is just geared to be awesome. That's all I got. There's no raids on YouTube. Everyone, check out the latest video if you'd like. If you're curious about partial cloverleafs and you love to party, you love life, you know, feel free to check out the Parklow, the A version, the B version. I made a video about them. These two here, they're also in my workshop, !workshop if you want to see. You don't have your notepad. Nerdy side, I'm sorry. Link and update collection, definitely a good idea. Yeah, probably. Here's the service version, if you haven't already got it. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Everyone, thank you for hanging out. Feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. Big shout out to all the new members that joined up tonight. Some will even have early access to videos. That's part of the mid-tier membership. Thanks for hanging out as I struggled with the service variant. The other one went very, very smoothly. The system interchange. But yeah, I'll link them back and forth to one another, and It'll be great. I hope they're useful in your cities. Pix, I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta go. Cuboid, thank you. Shout out to the moderators. Thanks for being there. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out to all the Europeans who are still awake. You should probably go to sleep. It's very late. It's almost 9 o'clock here. It is probably 2 a.m.-ish for a lot of Europe, I'd assume. Glad you had fun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's all I got. Next stream, next video, so on and so forth. I'll see you in the Discord. But yeah, watch the last video if you want. The last video is comprehensive take on the old... oh, look at that. I'm building a trumpet. Go figure. Building a trumpet, YUMBLive. It's this one. If you're looking to continue on with this journey, you can all stay in chat if you want, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, that links to the timestamp too. That's not what I meant. Well, anyway, everyone, appreciate your presence. I'm streaming again on Monday, and hopefully a new video by then as well, by around then. Maybe that'll be on Tuesday. But yeah, next stream is Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, thereabouts. That's all I got. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later.